I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out. But you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, man. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top. Well over 60,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 70K. All right. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, man. Everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, do me a favor, my G's. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right, now listen, man. I got a lot of people in the DM right now. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your thought process on everything that's going on with the gun laws in VA? Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your perspective on everything that's taking place with the gun laws in VA? And I gotta say, man, it is absolutely nasty work. You know, it's absolutely nasty work. Anytime the dog fur act like they concerned about something. Anytime the dog fur jump out there, act like they concerned about a certain situation, and then try to change laws and reverse bills and go against the Second Amendment. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Y'all already know I'm from VA. I'm from that 757. Yeah, big 757 Norfolk energy. You already know that. So it's necessary that we talk about this. It's necessary that we have a conversation about, the gun laws. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know y'all see the title. Are the clips are leaving for? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna do how we supposed to do it. We gonna give it up how we gonna give it up. You already know. All right. Are the clips leaving VA? Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna have a conversation, man. All right, we're gonna tap in. It's gonna get deep. It's gonna get wicked. It's always deep in a rap, and you already know how I'm giving it up, and you already know how I'm putting it down. We're gonna connect the dots because nobody connects the dots like Grown Man Business TV. Nobody connects the dots like a grown man that's standing on grown man business. And what's going on with these gun laws is nasty work. All right, so you already know, man. Big salute to everybody that's tapped in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We gonna have a conversation, and trust me, you're gonna love it. It's gonna get deep. All right. Now, before I go any further, you already know. Before I give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, right? We got to do some customizations to the chat. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to muffle the message, shadow ban the channel. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. And not only am I a threat to the establishment, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, big salute to everybody, man. We gonna have a grown man conversation tonight. All right, we not going into the celebrity thing. We not gonna talk about X, Y, and Z. We gonna have a real conversation because one thing for sure and two things for certain. What you got to always remember is to not fall for the double cross. Pay attention to the triple cross. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The triple cross is what's being done. Oh yeah, we gonna have a conversation. Now, you know, I'm from Virginia, so I know what it mean to have access to those firearms. I know what it mean to be able to get up, go out, buy a pistol, buy a shotgun, a hunting rifle, whatever you want. I grew up that way. We're gonna have that talk. We're gonna have a story time. I'm gonna give y'all some context on what we talking about, and then I'm gonna go in depth on why we are having this conversation. Because if it's starting in VA, you got to know they want this to go nationwide. If it's starting in one state, you got to know they are planning to take this nationwide. Oh, yeah. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat. I see y'all in here. well over 100, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this chat, share this live stream. You know what I mean? Hit the hype button. Make sure you hype this up. All right. Oh yeah, we like a Swiss Army knife over here. That's why they can't really predict what we gonna do. They really can't control this platform because it's like we are a Swiss Army knife. We do it all. We address it all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Big salute, man. Mr. Universe, I see you in here. Big wrenches. Gotta have my wrenches in the chat. Gotta have the big wrenches in the chat. Big salute. You already know. Listen, man, you see that right there at the bottom of it. You see that right there. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers doing the Twittering with your Twitter fingers all in the comment section, all the extraness with the Twitter fingers, doing the Twitter, all the Twittering in my comment section with your Twitter fingers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. So, behind closed doors, right? Behind the smoke and the mirrors, behind all the celebrity gossip, behind all the double crosses, right? The US government, Congress, these the politicians, right? They're playing nasty, dirty ball behind closed doors. And while all of this is going on in the music industry and Hollywood, while there is a war going on outside that no man is safe from, you can run, but you can't hide forever, right? While it's a live war going on, for some reason, they want to take this time right now, to redo gun laws and gun bills, and they want to try to prevent you from arming yourself. They want to stop you from protecting yourself. And see, again, it's a lot of people in my DM that want my perspective on this because I'm from VA, because I'm hands-on with them weapons and always have been, right? And what you got to understand is the real question is why? Why? Now, if you're in tune with the channel, you already know I spoke on this already, but I'm gonna refresh your memory. It's a war going on outside. We could be talking about anything right now. We could have politicians debating and arguing about anything. I'm talking lab grown meat, right? Pesticides, poison, and all type of different ingredients in the food. I mean, we really could be having a real conversation about so many different things that affect the American people, that that affect us in a negative way. That's way more dangerous than any bullet in any gun that's on the street. Some of the ingredients that they are still putting in our food, some of the pesticides that they are spraying over our vegetables and our fruit are way more dangerous than any weapon in any household. The nicotine, the rat poison that they putting on this tobacco that they serving you at 18 years old. At 18 years old, you're able to go buy a pack of Newports with some of the most dangerous chemicals in it that eliminate and delete, so many Americans every single year consistently. It's a consistent deletion when it come to that tobacco and that poison that causes, that cancerous poison that they spray all over the food. But the dog fur has made it their business, right? To go into these buildings, right? And have these conversations about gun laws. They don't care if you're smoking poison. They don't care if you're eating poison. They don't care if the babies is eating the poison. They thrive off that. And again, right? That's the beautiful thing about this platform, because I know how to articulate myself. I know how to deliver this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. And I told y'all a long time ago, anytime the dog fur is concerned about something, that's what we need to be worried about. Anytime the dog fur get behind those microphones and tell you, oh, we have to protect our communities. These weapons are destroying our community. Anytime they act concerned about something, we need to pay attention. that's a red flag. Because the dog fur they don't have the connection to the universe. They don't have the connection to the sun, to Mother Nature, to the Most High, to really be concerned about something. What they do is they create a problem. They act like they're concerned about the problem they create, and then they try to use that concern to imprison. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if they could be naturally concerned about something, they wouldn't take that concern and do something positive with it. They take that concern, they look at how it could affect the masses, and then they try to use it against you. They weaponize that same concern that they show against you. Oh yeah. Oh, we're concerned about these weapons being pushed into our community. It's dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, your kids, your nephews, your grandchildren are the very ones taking these weapons and going into schools. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not even gonna act like black on black crime is even on the Richter scale, on the grand scheme of things, on why y'all want these weapons taken off the street, why y'all trying to change the laws. All right. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain, y'all already know. I kept the receipts. This not gonna be a long, drawn out situation. Oh, but we gonna have a conversation, and I kept the receipts. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. I don't step out the front door without the receipts in my back pocket. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. We are in the middle of a war. We are in the middle of whispers of nuclear war as we speak. And for some reason, y'all don't want us to have the very weapons we could use to protect ourselves from you and anybody else, you and a foreign threat. Hey, listen, again, right? I've already spoken about this, but this is going to be the first time I dedicate this full live stream. The full live stream. Y'all all of a sudden, you know what? Let's get into a couple of receipts because I don't want to stay on the surface. I want to go deep with this. We going to make sure that we get some recognition on this. Okay? Now, I just said something about the dog fur and I said something about concern. Let's get right into this first receipt. Let's get right into this first receipt. It's not about race, but the dog fur got their hands in the pot every time. It don't matter. It don't matter what's going on. The dog fur got the American public in a figure four. The most high, the higher ups in the elites. Those people with them little hats. Them people with that dog fur. They got this matrix in a figure four, my G. In a wrestling move. We can't get out of it. From the food to the air to the water to finances to resources, all the way down to the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So we always got to make sure we put that in the forefront. Oh, grown men business TV, why is it always about race? Because that's how y'all made it. That's how y'all made it. Y'all always made it about that. And the fact that a grown man, a black man, a heterosexual man, yeah, not no saucy Santana. I'm talking a grown man with a Adam's apple and a baritone. When I keep it that way and I approach y'all in that manner, now y'all want to play victim. I'm telling you, we gotta keep an eye for the triple cross. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button and all that. Let's let this this Neanderthal. Let's let this Caucasoid. Let's let her talk. Go ahead and speak to this. Go ahead. Look.
I support the Second Amendment, said the woman who just tried to ban your handgun.
I grew up in a family where responsible gun ownership. My dad rifles in a beautiful cherry wood cabinet. It was the lesson that I grew up with. directly in my dad's footsteps, following him into federal law enforcement. I began as a federal agent, as working with the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, and I worked money laundering and narcotics cases. And I executed search warrants and arrest warrants, and I carried a firearm every single day as part of my job. And as a federal agent, I trained every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks on end before I was ever issued a firearm. And then I would have to routinely go through qualifications to ensure that I was still able to utilize that tool correctly, as I know is the case for law enforcement officers across the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger, former federal agent, self-described responsible gun owner, signed 4 gun control bills last week alone. Then, with a straight face, she released a statement that said, "I grew up in a family where responsible gun ownership was expected, and I carried a firearm every day as a former federal agent. I support the Second Amendment." The sheer diabolical audacity of this woman. But it gets worse. She didn't just sign the bills the legislature handed her. She sent them back with amendments. And you think that means she was trying to soften them? No, this constitutional Jezebel tried to make them broader. Here's what happened. The Virginia General Assembly passed a bill defining an assault weapon as a semi-automatic centerfire rifle or pistol with a fixed magazine capacity over 15 rounds, which is utterly ridiculous if you ask me. But Spanberger wanted one word removed from that bill. The word fixed. Whoa, looks like there's a small language change that actually makes any semi-auto that has a magazine capable of holding more than 15 rounds an assault firearm. This is actually a massive expansion of the definition. It appears to override the later definitions in the bill. The legislature.
Okay, my man is doing this thing, but I want to kind of jump in to get some context to this, right? So, you know, a lot of the times, man, when the majority of America is asleep, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, these people will edit, they will change bills, they will alter things and send them in. You understand what I'm saying? They make moves in the darkness, right? And what she did was she basically changed some laws that would make a lot of guns that are now legal still illegal, because they have the capacity to hold over 15 bullets. You know, a gun that could hold over 15 bullets is now going to be looked at as something, the same thing as an AR-15 or something like that, right? And I don't want to go too deep into the logistics because that's the surface. Like a lot of these YouTubers and content creators, from what I'm realizing, they are reading a lot of, legislative. They are reading a lot of paperwork, and then they are regurgitating what they have read. And I do some of the same thing, but it's so much deeper than what they are telling you. It's so much deeper, right? One of the first things this lady said was her family has been carrying guns and owning guns since she was a little girl. Her father, her uncles, they were all allowed to have all type of weapons on these farms and on these properties out there in Virginia. And then she grew up to walk in the same footsteps. Now, the thing about it is, what made her father, her grandfather, and her siblings any better or have the right to bear those arms? You understand what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, when you grow up in Virginia, I grew up in Virginia. When we was allowed to go buy guns at 18. We could go to Kmart and we could buy hunting rifles at 18, walk right out to Kmart with these rifles. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the gun that's the problem. It's the people that's the problem. And see, if this lady would, instead of focusing on the actual gun and do the due diligence on her little nephew that's in the garage plotting a school shooting, or in his back bedroom listening to heavy metal, plotting to do a shooting at a college where Charlie Kirk is at, we wouldn't really be having these problems. We wouldn't even be having these conversations. And again, like I said, these dudes do a lot of surface riding, and they like to ride the surface. Me, I like to scratch the surface. I like to scratch the surface. These mentally ill white boys that get their hands on these semi-automatic weapons go and they run and they go straight to a school. If you notice, they never go anywhere where there's adults, where there's men, where there's somebody that could possibly disarm them. They always make their way to an elementary school, to a middle school, to a daycare. You understand what I'm saying? And again, you got to really be able to speak to this and articulate yourself. The dog fur never wants to self-evaluate. The dog fur never wants to blame themselves. They never want to put a mirror up. They always want to point the finger at everything else. Everything else is the problem. It's not little Billy making bombs in your goddamn garage. That's not the problem. The problem ain't little Billy in his room listening to goddamn listening to Metallica. Huh? Ordering ghost guns off the black net. It ain't, listen, let me tell you something. It ain't too many melanated men I ever talked to that know how to get on the goddamn black net, the dark web, the dark net. Oh, but that cocker, listen to me. Lil Billy know how to get on the black web, find all that child corn and ghost guns and modified. Yeah, they all into that. They into that. And the more I look at this lady, right, I feel like this, right? Before you get to change laws and modify bills and have an opinion on what we do or what we own as American people, right? We need to do an evaluation on you. Yeah, we need to look into what you went into. Before you get up here and be the governor, we need to go through your search engine. You need to give up your phone, give up your laptop, and let us do a thorough background check on what you into. And I guarantee, look, imagine what's in her search engine. Imagine what's in her search engine. Look at all that fluffy dog fur right there. Now imagine what's in her search engine. And I feel like we need to do that with all of you politicians, all of you people that seem to want to have some control over us. Because as soon as we go into your search engine, what we'll find out is you into them babies. 98% of y'all that's so worried about our guns or worried about what we do, if we was to look into your motherfucking laptop or your cell phone, yeah. I can almost guarantee one of y'all been to the island. You, whatever other, yeah, y'all been to Epstein Island. Y'all got some emails with Epstein. Okay, so again, a lot of these YouTubers is salute the homie. You know what I'm saying? Salute to a lot of these guys, but what I notice is they are just going to regurgitate legislation. Oh, the bill said this, and they took that word out the bill, and blah blah blah. Yeah. We could do that. I'm gonna let y'all do that. I'm gonna go deeper. Man. It's no way these random Caucasian people should ever be able to tell us what we doing or what we can't do, what we can own and what we can't own. Now, again, I got the receipts, but we gonna go. We about to go in depth. We about to have a conversation. I want to play something real quick. I'm gonna let this dog fur having Caucasoid. I'm gonna let him talk. I kind of agree with what this man's is saying, even though he got the dog fur. But I want to let him speak, and then we going blow this thing open, man. Hit the like button when y'all get in here. Hit the like, should be well over 100 likes. Tap the screen twice. All right? Make sure y'all do that. Engage in the comment section. I'm definitely going to double back and start combing through the comment section. But let me get these downloads off. Yeah. I don't even like to pay attention to the comment section until I deliver these downloads. Yeah. Ain't no way a dog fur having Caucasoid Neanderthal gonna be able to tell me or anybody else, especially in Virginia, what we can own, what kind of firearms. Hey, man, y'all gonna have a rude awakening, and we're gonna talk about that. Go ahead and talk to the people, my G. Look.
The committee's request, I've prepared a speech, but I'll only deliver part of that. And then with your indulgence, I'd like to talk about some legislation that I think is important that's sitting in the House. The simple and direct language of our Constitution is clear. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. There are no qualifiers on who may keep arms, what types of arms they may keep, or for what purposes. And it certainly doesn't say that the right to bear arms is about trivial matters like deer hunting or skeet shooting. The Second Amendment exists for one clear reason: defense. For the defense of one's home, one's family, and one's community. For the defense of liberty and safety, not only from a lone assailant, but from the whole of tyrannical government. That is why we have the Second Amendment. Our founders understood the greatest risks to liberty are not always found outside a nation's borders, even though we go looking for fights abroad sometimes too frequently, but oftentimes from within, when a corrupt and dangerous few grow too ambitious and attempt to subjugate the masses. And when such tyranny arises, snakes prefer the path of least resistance. They prefer a population that is vulnerable. And as George Mason reminded us in 1788, to disarm the people is the best and most effectual way to enslave them. History's riddled with oppressive states that stripped and abused their own people to keep riches for the assaulting cabal. And in every instance, before those snakes bit, they first took away the guns. Whether it was Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Castro, or Chavez, gun confiscations and restrictions came first, then the infringement of all the other liberties. And in many cases, millions were killed by their own governments. It's safety, not only from a lone assailant, but from the whole of tyrannical government. That is why we have the Second Amendment. Our founders understood the greatest risks to liberty are not always found outside a nation's borders, even though we go looking for fights abroad sometimes too frequently, but oftentimes from within, when a corrupt and dangerous few grow too ambitious and attempt to subjugate the masses. And when such tyranny arises, snakes prefer the path of least resistance. They prefer a population that is vulnerable. And as George Mason reminded us in 1788, to disarm the people is the best and most effectual way to enslave them. History's riddled with oppressive states that stripped and abused their own people to keep riches for the assaulting cabal. And in every instance, before those snakes bit, they first took away the guns. Whether it was Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Castro, or Chavez, gun confiscations and restrictions came first, then the infringement of all the other liberties. And in many cases, millions were killed by their own governments. It's not by the grace that America has averted similar atrocities. It's because of our Constitution's design. As Madison wrote in Federalist 46, the advantage of being armed with the Americans possess over the people of almost every other nation forms a barrier against the enterprises of ambition, a barrier against tyranny and oppression by a ruling class.
Ooh-wee. Now this where it get deep at. This where it get real, right? I always tell y'all in the Constitution, the American citizen, we have the constitutional right to go to war with the government that's irate, that's robbing us, that's stealing from us, that's trying to enslave us. We have the right to go to war. Okay? So, you know, we in the middle of a war with Iran. We're sending All of these boats over there, we got a lot going on. And for some reason, out of nowhere, y'all want to play around with the gun laws. Why is that? Because I keep telling y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all again right now, America is the last of the Mohicans. America, when they tell y'all that this is Babylon, oh, America is Babylon, and Babylon shall fall. Whatever they tell you, you got to look at it in reverse. America is the promised land. America is the original Egypt. America is the last of the Mohicans. We are the last place on the globe that still bear enough arm to go to war with the government. We can go to war. We are the last place on the face of the globe. You know why they have not been able to create a one world order, a one world government, a one world currency? Huh? A one world religion? You know why they have not been able to connect the dots? Is because America is the last place. They can't force. They can't force it on us. At the end of the day, if they push us too far, they know, man, it's more guns in America than it is people. It's more ammunition and bullets in America than it is civilians. We are the last. Yeah, America is a Babylon. But everybody trying to get to America. You got banana boats floating over the goddamn Atlantic Ocean. You got people all over the world trying to do anything possible to get over the border into America. You know why? We are the last. If we fall, the world is put under one world order. The world is put under one world currency. The world is controlled fully if America falls. So now you can kind of see the double cross. Oh, we're at war with Iran. We go to war with Iran out of nowhere. We spending billions of dollars out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. We don't know. Listen, out of nowhere, we got a problem with Iran. Iran is a threat. We got everybody looking at Iran, and over here on American soil, they trying to rearrange the Constitution so that we can't bear arms. Because they need us. They need us defenseless so that they can take over and really enslave us. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I know we in the matrix, man. And I know that, we feel the pressure. We feel the pressure of the higher ups and the elites. We feel the pressure of being taxed. We feel the pressure of the government. We feel the pressure. But one thing they know for sure, right? Nobody ain't making us go to work. Nobody ain't making us pay taxes. Nobody is forcing us to really do anything. They had to use a mind control over us and kind of get us in a routine of doing and working and doing certain things because nobody can force us. Nobody can force you out your house. Nobody can force you out your, for real. It's, yeah. You know why? Because we still bear arms. You think they got to program the people out there in China? Nah. You think they got to program the people out there in North and South Korea? Nah. You know why they don't got to program them? Because they don't got no guns. They are literally defenseless. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, again, right? Everybody's looking to Iran. Everybody's looking to Donald Trump. Everybody's paying attention to the Strait of Hamas. And all of a sudden, we got people sitting in these high places, a whole bunch of people with dog fur, a whole bunch of goddamn dog fur, having conversations about what we gonna do with these guns and what's gonna happen with. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. I actually take pride in it. There is no way around it. There is no way around it. And if we ante up as the American people, we can literally overthrow the American government, and they know it. All I need is for you to know it. If they really push that button and we ante up, we can crumble. We could destroy that. We not paying no more taxes. We not going to work. We not gonna make this government run. We not doing none of that. And you can do like Pooh Shiesty, and you could come get it in blood. You know Pooh Shiesty, Lil Durk, and all of that, Lil Durky, yo. Come get it in blood. If you really want these tax dollars, you really want it, come get it. And guess what the US government gonna do? Yeah. They gonna bend, break, and fold the same way they did with Iran. They not built like that. It's a whole bunch of barking, but they not gonna bite. They ain't built like that. Okay? So again, right? The United States, these states, everybody's divided. All these states have their own jurisdiction, right? And we believe that. We believe that, this state does what they want and that state does what they want and X, Y, and Z. But what you got to understand with the grand scheme of things is they'll use one state to influence the rest. They'll use one state as a test dummy. Let's test it out. Let's see how it works. Let's see if we can get this over. And then it'll spread across the nation because they want you to believe that all these states are separate, right? But really, one hand washed the other and both hands washed the face. The same way with the left wing and the right wing. They want y'all to think that there's two separate wings and you got the Democrat and you got the Republican and you got the conservative and you got these people that feel like this and you got all these things is working together to push the same machine. The same machine, my G. So in Virginia, you know what? We're going to play around with these bills and we're going to pass some laws and we're going to change some laws and we're going to take your gun rights. And soon enough, they'll be trying to get that to Texas and Massachusetts and Florida, Georgia, etc. The problem is it never works. You know why it never works? Because at the bare minimum, at the bottom of the barrel, one thing for sure, two things for certain, educated or not, we know how to load them things, cock them things, and shoot them things. Simple and plain. America was built off of guns. It was built off of war. America was built on bloodshed. America was built on inner war. I'm talking going to war. Tribal war. We was built off this. So I don't care if you got a degree. I don't care if you know politics. I don't care what you know. You know how to do that with that ratchet, with that hammer, right? And see, you got to know something, right? I'm not here to debate with none of y'all. Oh, you're not educated. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Go close the door in your goddamn trailer home. Yeah, your back door's open. Yeah. Motherfucker in the trailer home right now. Somewhere in the trailer park. You're not educated enough. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You had to subscribe to the channel and you had to wait 5 minutes before you was even able to type that. That's why I do that. Imagine somebody telling me what I am and what I ain't that literally subscribed to the channel and waited 5 minutes just to say that. I wouldn't even wait that long if your ass wasn't saying nothing that wasn't real. If you wasn't saying something that wasn't intriguing, that wasn't triggering, I'm damn sure not gonna subscribe and wait 5 minutes just to say that. All right. That's how I know you're not playing on the same playing field. It's levels to this. It's levels to this. You're not at the mental capacity to go with me. Yeah. Keep your Twitter fingers twittering. Let them don't mess with them. Let them do what they do in the chat. We are Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. It's nasty. They don't want me to work, baby. They don't want me telling y'all this. They don't want me exposing y'all to the truth. Yes, nasty work. They don't want me exposing y'all to the truth, man. They don't want me to tell y'all that this is all a setup. That we have the right to go to war with it. Yeah. We have the right to take them to war, my G. It's in the Constitution. Oh, we need to get the guns off the streets. The guns are dangerous. Nah, you're dangerous. That dog fur is dangerous. That lack of melanin is dangerous. Your lack of connection to the Most High, your lack of connection to Mother Nature, your lack of connection to the sun is what's dangerous. That's what's dangerous. The guns are guns. You lay a gun down, a gun won't move. You're the danger. You're the cancer. You are, listen to me. You are the cancer. You are destroying the earth. You're destroying the air. You're destroying the water. You're destroying the food. So it's you that's the problem. What we gotta get y'all under control. We ain't worried about no goddamn pistols, no AR-15s, none of that. With all the black on black crime y'all talk about, when the last time you seen a melanated man run up in a school? When the last time you seen a melanated man run up in an elementary school? When the last time you ain't never seen us do that. But we seen a lot of y'all run up in them daycares where them little babies was at. We seen y'all do that. We seen y'all run up in them elementary schools, Sandy Hook and all that. You know, the sand at the beach and Captain Hook. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Listen, Virginia Beach got a lot of sand. And when I was young, I used to watch Peter Pan and Captain Hook. You know what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, what they're doing in Virginia is nasty work. It'll never work, but it's nasty work. Let's go to some story time, right? I always tell y'all about how I was going back and forth from Virginia to New York City. And, I used to make a lot of money with the New Yorkers. Yeah, the same New Yorkers that get sensitive when I talk about them, right? East New York, to be specific. Salute to East New York, Brooklyn. I used to go across that Verrazano like it was nothing. Yeah, I used to burn that Verrazano Bridge up. I know a lot about New York City, right? In Virginia, I had to connect. I was connected, right? My mom got a house over there off of Little Creek Road, right? East Little Creek, salute to Norfolk. And the house was in the back of the neighborhood where all the white kids and the Filipino kids lived at. Bunch of little Filipino kids, white kids, etc. But I went to school with the black kids. I went to Granby High School. I went to Lafayette, Winona. So I would go across to Fort Worth. Big salute to my Fort Worth Fleet dudes, my Ashland dudes. That was the ghetto. That's where the violence was at. That's where the hood was at. So when I got older, I had a connection with hippies and I had a connection with the hood niggas. And I had a dog fur Caucasoid hat. I had a friend with the dog fur. I'm not gonna say his name. His family out in the country, which was Suffolk, right, had a barn. They had a lot of land and they had this big ass barn. And in this barn, man, it was thousands and thousands of guns. Thousands. All kind of guns and ammunition, all kind of shit. You could find all kind of guns in there. And I used to They would allow me to go in there and pick and choose what I want, bust a move with it. At this time, we were allowed to, at 18 in Virginia, 757, we could walk into a Kmart and see a lot of y'all too young. Y'all don't remember Kmart. Y'all know Walmart. But before there was Walmart, we had Kmart. And we could go into Kmart and walk back there where the basketballs and the athletics was at, and they had a hunting section, right? And at 18 in Virginia, we were allowed to go into that hunting section and buy hunting rifles. And we would walk right out the store with them. Big ass hunting rifle. Oh, we're going to shoot down some deer today. We're going hunting. Virginia been known for guns. The Virginia been the wild, wild west. You understand? And I'm painting this picture because that barn, like it's numerous. It's thousands and hundreds, tens of thousands of people with the same barn on their land with the same guns. And see, one of the things that helped me receive the downloads the way I receive them and speak the way I speak is because those white people that I was rubbing shoulders with, they respected me for standing on this type of business. Because I am this type of man, they respected me and gave me open access to all of those weapons. And see, I know I talk about the dog fur like a dog. I talk about the dog fur. Yeah, I talk about they head like a dog. But at the end of the day gotta end. And what the higher ups and the elites don't take into consideration, because they are so high on the totem pole that they are not connected with what's happening on the ground level, is that when the shit really hits the fan, that's what brings the unity. When the shit hits the fan, that's what creates the unity that y'all are scared of. The unity that y'all ain't sure is there, and y'all ain't sure if it's really, yeah, it's there. It's really there. And as soon as y'all press that button and really force us into a position to stand on this business, those same dog fur having Caucasoid white boys I be talking about, they'll open that barn up and say, Big G and BTV, take what you want about it there. Take what you want, man. God damn it, G and BTV, come on over here, brother. Goddamn, hey, boy, we got goddamn AR pistols. We got AR-15s right there. We got sawed-off shotguns right there. Whatever you want, brother. And we'll get back to what we get back to after we do what we need to do. I'm just speaking from a country boy from out there in VA. I'm just speaking from a man, bro. I'm a grown man, so I'm trying to give you some game. You know, the higher you go up on the totem pole, the further away you get from the ground. The further away you get from the surface. The further away your ear gets from the streets. So the higher up you go, the more you get distant and disconnected. And now you think you know what's going on, but you really don't know what's going on. You think you got the info. You think you know what to do. You think you got the next chess move, and you lose. You don't believe me? Think about it like this. Them white boys been shooting up elementary school since I was in elementary school. Them white boys been shooting up daycare centers since I can remember. Thousands of school shootings on American soil where these white boys do what they do, right? If they could have took the guns 30 years ago, you think they wouldn't have took all the guns 30 years ago? If they couldn't have relieved us of our weapons 25 years ago, you think they wouldn't have did that? You know how many times they talk about changing gun laws and, oh, they're changing the gun laws and you can't have this and you can't have that, and somehow, some way, we still get them? You think they would have? You think they would wait to 2026 to say, "Hey, we're going to take the guns from the people in Virginia"? You think they wouldn't? Man, come on, son. This is a bluff. Just like the war in Iran is a bluff. Shit ain't real. It's a Broadway musical. For everybody in my DM talking, yo, they're taking the guns. Ain't you from Virginia, GMB? They're taking your guns. Yeah, right. I just wanted to make sure that this download was downloaded. All right. Just in case you want to come back and you want to listen, you want to do the replay thing, it's right here. We are the last of the Mohicans. They need us to destroy each other. They need us to deteriorate from the inside. They can't get us from a invasion. They can't get us with a war. They need us to destroy each other from the inside. They need us to go to war. They need a race war. They need us to do something so that they can implement martial law, and then they can invade our homes and take our guns. That's the only way to connect the one world order, this one world currency, this one world religion. That's the only way. And we listen, as much as they want you to think that America ain't this and America ain't that and America's falling and the dollar bill is crumbling and blah 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 blah, as much as they want you to believe that, they know that ain't what it is. They know we are the most powerful, not because of our government. Yeah, the government might have something to do with it. We pay a lot of taxes. Our tax dollars pay the military and industrial complex or whatever. We fund that. So we got a decent government. But the reason we are the most powerful is the American people, the American citizen, the Constitution. As nasty as it is. Oh, yeah, it's some bullshit in that Constitution. Oh, but there's some good shit in there too. Yeah, that Second Amendment. We got the right to bear these motherfucking arms. That's what make us powerful. That's what make America America. That's why it's the Second Amendment. Yeah, we listen. Before we get the guns involved, we gotta have the freedom of speech. I got to be able to tell you, I'm gonna bear these arms. I got to be able to tell you, don't come in my house. I gotta be able to have the freedom of speech to tell you, don't come on my land. I will shoot. Yeah, I will shoot your ass. Yeah, I'll shoot your motherfucking ass right now. You got to know them white boys wanted to make bearing arms the First Amendment. They wanted that to be first. But they had to think about it. Calm down, Billy. Calm down, Jefferson. Let's make sure we can talk first. Let's make sure we can tell them we're gonna shoot. We got to make sure that the freedom of speech is first. And then we gonna put in number two. I'm gonna shoot your ass down. Yeah, I got the right to blow your ass away, and I will do it. I would do it. I'm an American. Yeah. I'll shoot your ass right now. Why would you say that? Well, I have the right to freedom of speech. And secondly, I got the right to shoot your ass down. Yeah, like a dog in the street. That's what make us powerful. That's one of the things that make this great land what it is. And dog fur or not, I'm gonna live. Yeah, I'm gonna live my life to that Second Amendment. I wouldn't give a goddamn what you say. I don't care how the guy. You listen to me. Swipe your dog fur to the left and put your suit on and We're going to, yeah, I wouldn't give a damn. And it's a lot of us that we don't care about none of that legislative shit, what you're talking about. We already got the guns. Did you know that we already got the guns in our house? We got plenty bullets. Oh, yeah, you did. Did you know? We don't give a goddamn about your legislative. Yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody else on YouTube could tell you like this. Everybody else, they reading legislation, they telling you the laws, and they tell, yeah. I don't want to do all that. I'm gonna let y'all do that. I wouldn't care. You got a badge. I wouldn't give it. You could be the guy. Yeah, you could be the yeah. You could be the goddamn chief of, yeah. You could be the chief. You come cross these borders right here. You come in my house. Yeah, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. If they was to ever disarm the American citizen, the world, you would watch. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. The day they disarm the American citizen will be the day you see China, Africa, North Korea, South Korea, Russia, all of these countries we thought were at war, we thought were beefing, we thought had a problem with each other. You will see them all come together like Voltron. The day we are disarmed, you will see Russia and everybody else will all come together with America. And it'll be a one world situation, a one world government, a one world religion, and a one world currency. And if you don't get down, your ass will lay down. And if you lay down, you'll stay down. Because you ain't got no guns. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't get down with this one world religion, your ass go, yeah, we gonna get rid of you. Give your ass 100 years. You don't want to spend this currency? Give your ass 100 years. You don't want to salute the one world president, government? You disappear. How you gonna stop it? You have no guns. You are defenseless. They got that going on. Listen to me. In all these other countries, that's what they got going on. Dictatorship. They telling the Chinese people, yeah, this is what we gonna do, and if you don't like it, your ass will be locked up abroad. Yeah, put your ass in prison. Ain't gonna be no reefer over here. Yeah. We don't smoke reefer in China. And if we find your ass with an ounce of reefer, a gram of reefer, we give you 25, 30 years. In America, like it or not, we still got some control over what we want to do, what we willing to accept. Now, if we accept it, you got it. If you program us to pay these taxes and pay property taxes and pay taxes on water and pay for electricity and pay for air and pay for heat, and yeah, if you got us to do that, we'll do it. But you ain't gonna fucking force us to do nothing. You can't force us to do nothing. Big salute to the chat. You know, I needed to make sure this was delivered, and I played with the thumbnail because a lot of people is, you see Pharrell Williams, and I know you see the title, and are the Clips gonna be leaving Virginia? I should have put Drake name in the goddamn, yeah, the Clips versus Drake, and y'all would have came up in here, and then I could deliver this medicine to you. Hit the like button and all that. Hit the subscribe button when y'all come in here. Stop playing around. Now, with all that being said, I want to talk. I'm going to go left right quick. I'm gonna close out. I'm not staying late tonight, but I do want y'all to hit the like button. I got somebody in the DM, and salute to you, my G. I'm not gonna say your name. Pretty decent sized YouTuber, right? And I say your name sometimes, but I'm not gonna say who you are in regards to this. If you could connect the dots, then you could connect the dots. You know what I mean? It's my channel. I mean, but salute to you. And I saw I saw your message and I read it. And I wanna speak to that. You know what I'm saying? What do I have against jail niggas? That's a real big question. Um, and it's going to segue off this gun situation. What do you got against hooligans? What do you got against street niggas? X, Y, and Z. And the answer to your question, brother, I don't have nothing against y'all. In fact, I was one of y'all at one time. That's the beautiful thing about this channel. That's a beautiful thing about my situation, is that I speak to y'all in this manner because I was one of y'all. So I can relate. You understand what I'm saying? And I know exactly what that is, right? The problem is, or the reason why you think I might have a problem, or why I speak to y'all the way I speak to y'all, is because I don't respect what you guys have become. I don't respect the fact that it's a war going on outside. You got politicians pulling these kind of strings. You got all of this chaos and all of this destruction going on outside, and y'all only want to go to war within the urban community. Y'all only have that energy towards people that look just like you. You understand what I'm saying? That's my issue. If you a hooligan, if you a jail nigga, if you a thug, let's get ready to go to war when it's time to go to war. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I might talk crazy about the dog fur. But like I said earlier, that dog fur is gonna load them. Listen, man, I ain't gonna have to ask them to go to war. The issue I got with y'all is that you will have that type of energy towards me. But as soon as a white man walk in the room, you quiet, you demure. You a well-kept young man when that white man walk in the room. When you go up in Netflix or when you go in these other places, you are a respectable young man. They like you. But then you present yourself in a certain way on this YouTube, like, and y'all ain't, and then the thing is, y'all ain't never did nothing to nobody outside your race. You ain't never did nothing to nobody that lacks melanin. Y'all have been programmed and y'all have been aimed at your own people, and y'all don't even know it. That's why when it come down to another black man or melanated, you got so much energy. Y'all feel some type of way. I don't have no problem with y'all. I'm disappointed in y'all. I'm disappointed in you gang members. I'm disappointed in you hooligans, you jail niggas. I'm disappointed in y'all niggas at the fact that you would kill another black man and then go to jail and let a white man make you spread your ass cheeks, drop your nuts. You will let that dog fur look right in your ass every time you go to visit, every time you come from a visit. You don't put up a fight. You don't go to the hole. You don't defend yourself. You ain't been to the hole one time in 20 years in prison. You ain't go to the hole one time for fighting one of those guards for making you spread your ass cheeks. You willingly spread your ass cheeks for 20 years straight with no resistance. I'm just disappointed in you niggas. That's all it is. And when I talk like this, you take it personal. Just like when I talk about the dog fur, some of these dog fur Caucasoid Neanderthals, they take it personal. They take it personal. But then you got a lot of dog fur that respect what I'm saying because they know it's true. It's a lot of hooligans and street niggas that know what I used to be into. They know I was out there. I was off the porch. I was outside. You don't like the fact that I tell. And then this is a part that was in the message. I just want to just kind of direct some of the things that you were saying, right? You don't like the fact that I, Grown Man Business TV, make it known that it is harder to be in the street. It is harder to be free than it is to be in prison. You don't like the fact that I make it known that I stand on that. It's harder to be a free man in this matrix than it is to be in jail, where they feed you 3 times a day, they bring you your mail, you ain't got no bills, very low on the health care, you get dental, they'll pull a tooth out for your ass in prison for $20. You ain't paying electricity, you got goddamn cable, your ass watching the Super Bowl, you watching the playoffs. They washing your clothes for you. They washing your sheets. You made sure. I mean, and that's something that I read in your message that I want to answer to that. I'm just disappointed in you niggas. It's something else you said that I'm going to address as well, but I want to get to a receipt, right? Because the universe works in mysterious ways. And when I read your DM, when I read your message, right? I wanted to respond to you, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it on live. I don't want to use the Twitter fingers. I'm not about to type you no paragraph. I'm gonna give you this shit pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Now, I said it and you felt the way about it. But I want to let this young man, well, I ain't even gonna call him a young man because that nigga got a part down the middle. This man old in the motherfucker. He got to be 75 years old. Yeah, I think, yeah. With that hair, I don't know what, I'm gonna let him talk though. Salute to this brother right here. I want to let him tell you that it's easy to be in jail and it's hard to be in the streets. I'm gonna speak to that, and then we're gonna go to that last question that you asked me. And I got some choice words for you, brother. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
I can't sit here and relate to you niggas talking about that jail. Nigga, I done did 40 years in the free world. Beat me. That's hard. Yeah, beat me. All that, y'all like, y'all say, I be like, nigga, it's way harder to do this free world time. That's real. You niggas got 3 hot cars and nah, worry about these bills. Nigga, when mama died, this and that. Nah, man, do that free world time. Talk to me about that free world. Ain't that something though? Everybody glorify the jails. I'm like, do that. Niggas ain't even been able to do that much time in the free world. I'm him. That's hard. And the echo out that shit, the echo out what he's saying is so true. Cause on my mama, I done seen niggas who literally got granted parole and denied it because they didn't want to come home. Wow. Niggas didn't want to come home, bro. I didn't want to deal with that free world. You look at me, you looking at responsibility, testimonies, hurdles, all that. You hear me? That's right. Yeah, no, man. That's the cold part about it. I done did everything under the sun. It's happened. A lot of them niggas are locked up. Man, they can't say they done did what I did, but you hear me? I've been in this free world. Damn. Nah, all my partners went home. Nobody got their head buzzed. Now, don't get me wrong. I got my war rooms, but it's a part of playing the game. I want to go come out, escape Floyd. He don't got no zero, but he done got some black eyes. That's right. Whoops. Yeah, I got some whoopty whoops and black eye, but I made it. You hear me? Yeah, you made it. Nope, my mama didn't have to bury me from no bullshit. You know, my partners, mamas, and girlfriends and baby daddy didn't say, "Oh, that whole ass nigga got my baby daddy locked up." Nope, none of that. Yeah, but got him killed. So my testimony to the game, and you know, I done lived in, you know, and did some lavish shit. I said I won. I can't sit here and relate to you niggas talking about that jail. Nigga, I done did 40 years in the free world. Beat me. That's hard. Yeah, beat me. All that. Y'all like, y'all say, I be like, nigga, it's way harder to do this free world time. That's right. You niggas got 3 hot cars and nah, worry about the bills. Nigga, when mama died, this and that. Nah, man, do that free world time. Talk to me about that free world. Ain't that something though? Everybody glorify the jails. I'm like, do that. Niggas ain't even been able to do that much time in the free world. I'm him. That's hard. And the echo out that shit, the echo out what he's saying is so true. Cause on my mama, I done seen niggas who literally got granted parole and denied it because they didn't want to come home. Wow. Niggas didn't want to come home, bro. I didn't want to deal with that free world. You look at me, you looking at responsibility, testimonies, hurdles, all that. You hear me? That's right. Yeah, no, man. That's the cold part about it. I did everything under the sun.
Hey, man, that motherfucker, yo, that nigga got that nigga got a haircut from Life. I thought I saw him in the movie Life with Eddie and Martin in that joint. But again, respectfully, right? This free world shit, man, ain't Ain't nothing you could compare to jail. I don't care. All you got to do in jail is mind your business, work out, and come home. Why you think most dudes, when they go to prison for all that time, they get real big and diesel? They be all big and swole up. Them niggas come home from prison. The first 60 to 90 days, they lose all that weight. Them niggas get mad slim. You know why? Because in the real world, you got to feed yourself. In the real world, yeah, it's different, boss. You don't get to eat and sleep and eat, and yeah, it's at work somewhere. So it's not that I got something against jail niggas. It's just that, again, I can't respect it. When you standing on grown man business, when you go through the trials or tribulations of being a man in this world, homie, you really understand that jail is a vacation. Yeah, nigga, you go to jail, that shit is a vacation, nigga. Yeah, somebody making your goddamn bed, they washing your clothes, they feeding your ass, they got making sure they got your tray for you. Okay? Now I want to end with this, right? Because you said something about warriors. And I kind of wanted to elaborate on that. And again, man, it ain't no beef, but this is what is grown man business TV is about. Grown men, we can have dialogue. We don't have to agree. It don't got to be an argument. You know what I'm saying? Grown men should be able to have these conversations, even if it's through, these platforms, and be able to gain and take some. And when I was listening, I was reading your message, right? On the West Coast, you got all these gang members. You got the Bloods, you got the Crips, you got the Rolling 60s, you got the Hoovers, you got the Grape Streets, you got all of these different black gangs, right? And on the streets, they murder each other. And then they go to jail and they go to prison and they all become friends. They have to work together. Because in prison out there in California, right? There is no Bloods and Crips. It's blacks, whites, Mexicans, Samoans, etc. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, again, it's a lack of respect. It's a lack of respect. Let me go a little deeper, right? On the West Coast, you got Asian Crips, you got Samoan Bloods, you got all of these different races of people that we allow into these street gangs, right? But when y'all go to prison, those same Asian Crips don't claim Crip. They go into the Asian card. Those same white boys that y'all allow to be Bloods and Crips, when y'all go to prison, they don't bang with y'all. They bang against y'all. So if y'all got to go to prison and be buddy buddy, and y'all got to live together, and y'all got to jail together, why y'all can't unify in the streets? See, I read the message, and again, I rock with you, but at the same time, I gotta correct you. There is no respect for this ain't the 90s. These ain't the same hooligans from the 90s. These ain't the same hooligans from the 80s. This ain't the Black Panthers and Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton and all of that. You motherfuckers is literally scared of white people, bro. Y'all scared of white people, but y'all won't beef with your own people. We gotta call it for what it is. You will let a white man make you spread your ass cheeks, but you want to talk to me with some aggression in your voice or in your text message. Yeah, I saw the punctuations and all that. When you typing and it's all caps, that mean you're screaming. Did you know that? Did you know when you type in all caps, that means there's some aggression there. You're screaming. You got a problem. Something going on, right? So you will let that white man make you spread your ass cheeks, and you will type to me in all caps. Hell no, nigga. Lowercase them goddamn letters when you're talking to me. When you're using your Twitter fingers, lowercase those goddamn letters. Don't uppercase them letters when you're typing to me. And then it's yes sir, no sir when that white boy come in the room. Yeah, when the dog fur come around, it's yes sir and it's no sir. But you want to type in all caps when you type into me. No, nigga. No, don't type in all caps when you're talking to me. When you're typing to me, lowercase your goddamn letters. Yeah, salute to you though. Yeah, I ain't got no, but I got to keep this funky with you. Grown man business is gonna trump jail talk any day of the week. This grown man business shit is a universal language. It's a universal language, homie. It's grown men everywhere, in every culture, in every race. There is some grown men that's gonna stand on this business. And going to jail is a motherfucking vacation. I wish a motherfucker would feed me 3 times a goddamn day. I wish a motherfucker would feed me 3 times a day. I got a cell phone in that bitch. I could still do my content. Yeah, what's the boy name? Brazy, Crazy Brazy. I can't think of the boy, the who's. Motherfucker got 13 life sentences. He be on YouTube just like me. Motherfucker got 13 life sentences. Got a whole YouTube channel. Smoking dope in that motherfucker, getting high. Yeah, every time I see him on YouTube, he smoking K2. He eating good, eating goddamn canteen money. Yeah. He doing YouTube videos. That's a vacation to me, shit. Lay it down for 5 years. God damn it, I'll see you when I get out. Oh, yo, niggas in jail. Hey, shut your dumb ass up. Let me tell you something. Nobody forced you to go to jail. When that white man came and told you to put your hands behind your back, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Spread your legs. You could have said no. You could have been a hooligan. Yeah, you know how you want to be. You know how you like to shoot people. Well, you could have shot and did something with that police. Y'all scared of the police. Y'all scared of the white man. And you don't like when I say that. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Yeah. I know you're going to end up watching it. Salute to you. I know you pay attention to the channel. You scared of the dog fur. You wouldn't dare call that blonde haired dog fur. You wouldn't dare tell them people that's why they smell like a. You wouldn't do what I do. You couldn't do what I do on YouTube. Your channel ain't built like this. You couldn't walk these shoes, boy. Turn around and put your goddamn hands behind your back. Yeah. You did. You turned around, didn't you? Yeah. I'm just playing with you. I'm just fucking with you. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Spread your legs. You are now under arrest. Anything you say and do can and will. Yeah. I was just playing with you, man. What it do? What it do, my G's? Yeah, I just wanted to say that to homie, man. You know, he typed me a whole paragraph. I normally, let me tell you something. I normally don't even read paragraphs. I told y'all, if you write me a paragraph, I'm probably not gonna read it. My old lady, if she write me a paragraph, I might get 2 sentences in and I don't read no more. She don't. I told her that. She know that. I don't give a damn who it is. Yeah, write me a paragraph. But I read your paragraph because you know what you were saying. I wanted to address. I wanted to address the fact that y'all don't go to war with them people. Y'all scared of the dog fur. Y'all will go to war with each other and then go to jail and everybody against you. The Aryan Nation against you. The Samoans against you. The Mexicans against you. You a hooligan to black people, but you a good little boy. You a good young man when that dog fur come around. I'm gonna close with this, man. We're not gonna stay much longer. Big salute to the chat. You know, this gun situation, man, is nasty work. But it's really the higher ups in the elite showing their hand. It's nasty work, but what's worse is that they showing their hand. They showing their hand because they are disconnected from the ground. They are too high up, right? So don't fear. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't fear. Don't fear man, bro. Don't fear politicians. Don't fear the dog fur. This is where we get biblical, right? Because the most high in that book is say, don't put trust in man. Don't chase money, man. Don't do these, get in tune with the most high. And what you'll realize is all of this shit is a Broadway musical. It's nothing to fear. There's nowhere to hide. Every stone will be overturned. The meek will inherit the earth. The first will become last, and the last will become first. Once you understand these things, you lose the anxiety and the fear that they push on you. They want you to fear this war. They want you to fear that you're not going to be able to get these guns and protect yourself. They want you to fear because they thrive off that energy. I saw something earlier, right? And it said, I'm not going to say who said it, but it was a powerful saying. It resonated with me, but then my downloads began to download, and it told me, money is the root of all evil. Money is not evil. It's the root of all evil, right? Money is not the problem. It's the root to the problem, right? Don't chase money, because if you chase if you chase the money, you'll never be where you're supposed to be. If you chase the money, you'll never be where you're supposed to be. You'll end up where Satan wants you at, where the evils want you at. And now you'll be able to be touched. If you chase the money, you will never end up where you're supposed to be. You'll only end up somewhere exposed to the evils. Instead, right? Do what you love. Follow the downloads. Have faith in the Most High. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in Mother Nature. Have faith in whatever you call that. And if you do that, right? If you do that, you'll be able to see very clearly who the enemy is. The enemy is not us. I'm not your enemy, brother. You so scared of the real opposition that you want me to be your opposition. You so scared of the real enemy, of the real op, that you will create a narrative to make me your op. That's what let me know you're not connected. All of that prayer rug and 5 times a day and assalamu alaikum and salaikum salam, and you still don't get it. You chasing the money. Because you chasing the money, you're not going to be where you're supposed to be at. You're going to be where the evils is at, because money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil, my G. Once the money is a tool. That's why the money is not evil. It's the root of all evil. The money is a tool for the evils. The money make you feel like you could take care of yourself. The money make you feel like you don't need nobody. You don't need the Most High. You take care of yourself. If you could take care of yourself, then The Most High is not in control, right? I mean, I got a lot of those downloads looking at what's going on with these guns and reading your message. Yo, you know what I'm saying? And you speaking like that, and I'm just trying to get my money. See, that's the problem. You just trying to get your money. You chasing the money. The money is the root of all evil. You chasing something that is the root of evil. That's why you ain't where you supposed to be at. On a grand scheme of things, right? To everybody that is listening and paying attention, get the money. The man make the money. The money don't make the man. Always remember that. The money is not evil. You know, oh, money is the root of all of evil. And people comprehend that and they think that the money is evil. The money is good. The resources is necessary. It's what you gonna do for the money. It's what the money reaps. The money reaps evil. You know, in the beginning of my live streams, I always tell y'all, right? I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G, at all times is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And I know that shit sound like a rap verse. I know it sound like some lyrics. I know that shit sound like bars, right? But I don't say nothing for no reason. I say that shit is the truth. The time and the energy are worth more than money. They got us in a position where we are willing to trade our time and our energy for money. Think about how deep that is. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency, and the higher ups and the elites got us in a position and program to trade our time and energy for the money. Don't put your trust in man. Put your trust in the Most High. It say that right in that book. You put your trust in man, you're going to lose. You put your trust in the Most High. You understand? Yeah, it's no beef, man. We not enemies. I rock with you. I rock with your content. I rock with your movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm always rooting for somebody that made a mistake and, you know, changed their ways and made a U-turn or made a left turn or fix some things so that, because this is the thing again, right? Like the jail time is not what impressed me. Yeah, nigga do 18, 25 years in prison. I'm not impressed by that. I'm more impressed by the 6 years you've been free. I'm more impressed by how much time you've been in the free world. I salute that. You've been home 10 years. I salute that 10 years. I could give a damn about the 25. I could give a damn about the 25. You was in jail. You've been home 8 years. You've been home 10 years. I salute to that. Yeah, it is that deep. It's deep, it's wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. It might not be that deep for you because everybody can't go into the deep end. Everybody ain't built to go into the deep end, my G. Respectfully, I rock with you. I see you in the chat. Everybody ain't built to go into the deep end. You might need to stay in the shallow end. You might need to stay over there. Yeah, I got a shelf in my pool back here in my backyard. I got a shelf where my little son play at. It's real shallow. 2 feet. My little son, he don't think twice. He go over there, he hop right on that motherfucker. It's real shallow. He's a baby though. He's 4. You shouldn't be over there on the shelf, my G. You should be over here in the deep end with us. Yeah, yeah. You My son play on the shelf. You know, you might be new to the channel, but when I'm outside, I'm doing my thing by the pool. My son, baby GMB TV, baby GMB, he go over there to the shelf. He hop right on. He get right in the water. Me and him both know it's shallow over there. You ain't supposed to be over there, my G. Yo, son, it ain't even that deep. Yeah, all right. Don't worry about it. This wasn't for you. Let that go over your head and under your bridge. No worries. Yo, son, it's not even that deep, yo. Yes, it is, nigga. Yes, it is. It's always that deep, nigga. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button and all that since you in here. I mean, motherfucking like button, man. Scott, what it do, homie? Only the strong gonna survive. That's what we approaching. Salute. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what we doing, my G. We just gotta link up, build up each other, support. You know, yeah, 100%. That's 100% what we doing. That's why I'm telling you. Come on up off that shelf, man. Let the babies play over there. You know what I mean, on the shelf. That's why listen. That's why we put the shelf in the pool. That was an option. When the man came and did the whole design for the pool, he asked us, "Would you guys like to put a shelf down there, and how would you like it? We could have it go in like the ocean, you know, gradually go down. You could put some stairs on it." A shelf, what's that? Well, that's an area for the babies. If they want to go play, it's going to be a little water spout, and it's going to be an area where the babies can play at. And me and my old lady looked at each other and we said, you know what? Yes, let's put a shelf over there. But I don't want no grown-ups over there on the goddamn shelf. Yeah, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. Yes, need to be of age. And if your ass is of age, man, come on over here in the deep end, man. Come on over here in the deep end. Listen, man, I got some life vests and shit. I got a couple life vests in my garage. If you need one. Yeah. I got a life vest for you. I'll go grab it, put it on, hop your ass in the deep end, swim around with that life vest, man. Yeah. Big salute to you, though. I want to play something, right? Now that I got you out the way, homie, you know, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time with that jail, but I needed to break that down for you. Yeah, I needed to break that down. You know, when you come amongst grown men, that jail shit don't get no play in this ride, man. You know, before we move on, I want to say, you know, you was in jail, right? You was boofing. Yeah, you was doing some boofing while you. Yeah. See again, that's why you don't want to talk that jail shit to grown men. You was in there boofing, won't you? Huh? You was stuffing 2-3 ounces up your goddamn rectum, won't you? Yeah, you want to be a gangster. You trying to be a hooligan. You're talking all loud and you're typing all in with the caps and all that. You got all the capital letters while you're typing. But you don't want to talk about how you was stuffing 2-3 ounces up your goddamn ass and all that. Had your rectum full to the goddamn. You had your rectum full to capacity. You was a gangster with 2 ounces in your asshole at the same. You was walking up and down the goddamn tier with your asshole full of goddamn K2 and reefer. And then you went somewhere, you copped a squat, and you took a whole 2 ounces out your ass and smoked it. Yeah. You don't want to talk to me. I'm a grown ass man. Yeah. You can. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, man. Listen to me. I'm just gonna quit smoking. Yeah, I don't give a goddamn how long I'm in there. I will be a sober man. I'll be clean in a motherfucker. Piss clean in a motherfucker. Yeah, I can piss a mile away. Yeah. I ain't smoked nothing in 12 years. Why is that? I'm not boofing. I'm not so if you ever had a goddamn lemon or a apple or yeah, if you had through yeah, If you stuck anything up inside your rectum, make sure you type in lowercase letters to me next time. If you respond to this, type in lowercase letters, man. You don't get to type in capital letters to me. And for all you youngsters out there, that's what's waiting for you in a prison. Oh, in prison, you want that Zaza? Yeah, you gotta stuff that in your asshole. You ready to stuff that in your ass? You ready to bend over and stuff your asshole? Yeah. So that's just the raw truth about it. I don't give a goddamn if you did 20 years, nigga. Yeah, well, yeah. I want listen to me, man. Yeah, you did that. You did it. Ask him if he was boofing. Go in his chat when he get up and say, hey, man, is it true that you was boofing ounces and reefer up in your ass? I wouldn't be able to put a grape. I couldn't fit a motherfucking penny. Yeah, I ain't never gonna do it. I couldn't get a penny in that motherfucker. Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't be able to get a penny in that motherfucker, man. No, I couldn't do it. Motherfucker, hell no, bitch. I wouldn't be able to get a goddamn nickel or a dime in that motherfucker, man. All right. I want to move to this last one right here, man. Big salute to the chat. I spoke about the dog fur and how the dog fur is, you know, they get in my, it's a race thing. Yo, G&B TV, why it always gotta be about race? Why it gotta be like that? And, I don't like the fact that you act like this ain't a part of the program. Like you act like you don't know why it's like this. So, and again, the universe works in mysterious ways because y'all engage with me, y'all ask me certain things, and if I take the time to actually read it and I comprehend it and I ingest it, the universe is going to send me a receipt to answer you. So a receipt came across my desk, absolutely answering your question. And not only is it an answer to your question, but it's your people that is expressing this. It's your people that's going to answer your question. I'm going to let this lady speak, and then I'm going to elaborate on it. I'm going to give some context to it. I don't think you should worry about why it's about race. I think that is an angle that y'all should stop approaching with. All right? I'm gonna let this young lady talk. Big salute to the chat, and we gonna double in and we gonna close out. Hit the like button and all that. I need to have 200 likes in here. Yeah, I should have 200 likes. Talk to the lady. Talk to the people.
Specifically, my brothers, they were just making jokes about if there was a white man and a black man in front of you guys, and they were both. Let's talk about it specifically. Her family members approached her on some anti-black racism. Let's go ahead and check it out. My family is racist. Let's talk about it. Specifically, my brothers, they were just making jokes about if there was a white man and a black man in front of you guys, and they were both aggressive, and you had a gun. Which one would you kill first? And they didn't say it was the white man. First of all, what kind of freaking questions that? Second of all, that's not funny. Third of all, when I get defensive and I'm like, well, that is really messed up to say. Don't say that. It was statistics in America. According to statistics in America. Then let's go to ChatGPT to clarify the statistic in America. It's so messed up. And I called them out for being racist. And one of them was like, yeah, I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist. What the frick? And it's so crazy that this is happening. And I think what's worse is the fact that when life gets you over.
Sheesh.
I'm related to them. Like, how embarrassing. And what's even worse is like, act like they don't care. That is so freaking crazy to me. They call every Hispanic person that looks even slightly Hispanic Mexican. They call all Asians Chinese, and they don't even want to learn that there's a difference. And you know what sucks even more is that we're all doing this in the name of Jesus and God, and that God would be pro-ICE, and that Jesus would be pro-Trump. And I'm like, never have I wanted nothing to do more with you guys in my life. I'm laughing because of like, not because it's funny, but because it's like, my dog. It's like a nervous response. Like what? And no wonder the Black community is always on guard with people like this. No wonder anytime people hears that you love Jesus or you love God, they want to run. It's because of this. This woman right here. Family is racist. Let's talk about it. Specifically, my brothers, they were just making jokes about if there was a white man and a black man in front of you guys and they were both aggressive and you had a gun, which one would you kill first? And they didn't say it was the white man. First of all, what kind of freaking question is that? Second of all, like, that's not funny. Third of all, when I get defensive and I'm like, well, that is really messed up to say, don't say that. The statistics in America, according to statistics in America, and let's go to ChatGPT to clarify the statistic in America. It's so messed up, and it called them out for being racist. And one of them was like, yeah, I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist. And like, it's so crazy that this is happening. And I think what's worse is the fact that like, I'm related to them. Like, how embarrassing. And what's even worse is like, act like they don't care. That is so freaking crazy to me. They call every Hispanic person that looks even slightly Hispanic Mexican. They call all Asians Chinese, and they don't even want to learn that there's a difference. And you know what sucks even more is that we're all doing this in the name of Jesus and God, and that God would be pro-ICE, and that Jesus would be pro-Trump. And I'm like, never have I wanted nothing to do more with you guys in my life. I'm laughing because of like, not because it's funny, but because it's like, my God. It's like a nervous response. Like what? And no wonder the Black community is always on guard with people like this. No wonder anytime people hears that you love Jesus or you love God, they want to run. It's because of this. This woman right here.
Now, salute to that lady, man. I mean, she said it up. She said it perfectly. You know what I mean? The thing with me is I don't like, that's why I was talking about the cowardly heart part, right? Just stand on that. Listen. Just stand on that. I would appreciate if you just was like that on your everyday regular schedule. You know what I'm saying? So I could know what I'm dealing with. You see what I'm saying? And the majority of the situations is like that. You know, behind closed doors when they on the ranch or they on the farm or they around amongst each other, they family, they have these weird things and they talk about and say weird things. The problem is we know it. It ain't like back in the day where you could put that mask on and put that hood on, and then the next day you could. Nah, we know that this is what's going on. And watching this young lady, it really kind of like, I thought it was she showed her dog. She had a cat and a dog, bunch of fur around her. She was comfortable. She needed the fur to make her feel comfortable because she was so uncomfortable. She was hugging the cat. She had a big ass dog right there. Her fur was out. Everybody's fur is out. But I just thought it was so telling how she was laughing so much to stop from being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like I notice like a lot of women do that. Like a woman will laugh when she's extremely uncomfortable. It's like some kind of trigger. You know what I mean? You could make a woman feel uncomfortable and she'll like, she'll laugh. You know what I mean? To try to get that uncomfortability, like to get that off of her. And I felt sorry for her. You know what I'm saying? And she said like how she was so embarrassed to be a part of that. And I always felt like that. I would too. So, again, a lot of the times these people, they be in the background of the live chat, or they definitely get in the chat. So my analytics tell me y'all be in the chat, but y'all might not subscribe, or y'all might subscribe, but y'all might not get in the comment section. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all are subscribed to the channel, y'all just don't comment, and y'all play the background, and that's okay. You know what I mean? 'Cause I do that too. I'll come in your live chat, I might not say a word. You know what I mean? I just sit there and enjoy the show. You know what I mean? But that's why it always has to be like that. It's because y'all have always made it like that. Y'all always made it like that. That's why when they say like black people can't be racist, it's because we are on defense. You know what I'm saying? The racist part is when you are on the offense, where you're saying, I don't like these people and blah, 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 and they're white or they're black, and they have done nothing to you for you to even say this, but you're just projecting your racism. We can't be racist because we're just defending ourselves from what y'all have been projecting for all these years. All right. So I just wanted to make sure we understood that. The dog fur situation, just the truth, man. You got a head full of dog fur. That's what it is. If we take a piece of that fur, break it down, and look at the DNA strands in that motherfucker, oh, it's all kind of, yeah, ask young Pharaoh how many different splices of shit that's inside that motherfucker, man. I'm just saying the dog fur. Your Pharaoh said it was cat, chicken, it was all kind of shit in the DNA that y'all got. Yeah, I remember when young Pharaoh, young Pharaoh was I'm just gonna pinpoint the dog fur. But it's not a racist thing, bro, because I can't be racist. I can't be racist. If my sisters, if the black women didn't go through so many years of being disrespected about having nappy hair and X, Y, and Z, I would have never even looked into what kind of hair y'all had. I wouldn't have never cared. But because I grew up watching black women get disrespected on such a high level, it led me to inquire on why your hair smelled like a goddamn golden retriever when the rain touch it. Yeah, why the whole homeroom class smell like a SPCA on a rainy day? Yeah. Why the goddamn school bus smell like a dog shelter on a rainy morning? That's that. So respectfully, I got love for you. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Oh, what you got? I got nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah, whatever. I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing. Yeah. R.I.P. to Heavy D and the boys. Heavy D and the boys. All right, I got nothing but love for you. Yeah, yeah. I'm not tripping on you. I know you're in the chat right now. I know you're in the background. Salute to you. It's 225 in here. Hit the like button and all that. FBA Kush Boy 420 or 4204. You always switching your stuff up. I'ma still call you 420 because I like how that sound. I like how that roll off the tongue. FBA Kush Boy 420. I like that, right? I'm gonna close out with this just because the download's downloaded because I see your name in here. The FBA thing. I'm probably gonna do a whole live stream on this, but the downloads are powerful, man, and the information, the growth is, knowledge is infinite, right? You understand what I'm saying? Knowledge is infinite. That means it never stops. That means I'm forever learning. That means the downloads are more potent every day. And you know, the FBA title is something that I like, that I'm gonna hold on to, that I respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get rid of the FBA title. But the closer we get to, if it's reparations or just the closer we get to the truth, we have to acknowledge that the FBA title is it's just that. It's just like a title, but it's not real. Calling calling ourselves foundational Black Americans is almost like calling ourselves African Americans. It's like a false title. It's like a name being put over our real name. And again, right, I've been had these conversations. Um, yeah, figure of speech, right? It's like that. It's like an alias. It's like an alias. You know, when it come down to the technical term of what this is, we got to take the word black out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because words are spells, and that word black is a spell that being used the way it's being used is we don't want to we got to stop casting. We are not African Americans. We are not black in the term or the spell that is being casted. And I'm gonna tell you, so I'm gonna be real, right? The reason why I didn't mind the word black is because in my perspective, I see it from a different angle, right? In the spell that is being casted in the law, in the way that in the English term for black, right? It's like a void, it's dead, it's non-existence. That's what the word black means in so many words in the law of the English language, in the spelling, right? But for me, I looked at the word black in another angle, right? Black is not a color, right? 'Cause they say you're not black, this is black. You're not black. This is black, right? And it's like black is not a color, it's the origin of all colors. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that on the spectrum, right? Black is not a color. It is the origin, it is the mother of all colors. So when I see the word like black, right? I look at it like that. And for a long time I was able to justify the foundational Black American part because I see black as the what it is. It is the origin of all colors. All colors come from black. Black is not a color. It is the origin of all colors, right? But when you are aware of the English spelling, casting spells, what you understand is that word in the English term is a spell that is it's an alias. I don't mind it using it as an alias, but in all actualities, in the technical, just the ground basis of what this is, we are indigenous. We are the copper colored people. We are the copper colored indigenous people of the Americas. That's the real. That's the name. That's who we are. The copper colored indigenous people of the Americas. And when it's time to really press a line, that's what we gonna have to stand on. Yeah, yeah. It's like, yo, my real name is my real name, but GMB TV, that's the alias. That's what you know me by. You know me by this FBA shit, because that's what it is. But yeah, this is the copper color. I'm the copper colored indigenous people of Turtle Island, my G. Of this land we call the Americas, my G. And for all of y'all in the back that's watching, for all the dog fur that's salute to Scott. You know what I mean? Salute to Scott. Scott be all in it. Scott is involved. But it's a lot of y'all that be in the background, playing the background, remixing the content, trying to get up on game and all that. That's who you looking at. Yeah, yeah, you looking at the copper colored man. You are engaging with the copper-colored people, the copper-colored indigenous people of this land right here. And see, I like that copper color. I like that when it came to me, and I was aware of what this is, and I was able to solidify that and do my due diligence. And then I look at myself and I see what this melanin look like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. FBA is our alias. I'm gonna rock with that. I ain't telling nobody to change nothing. I ain't telling nobody to get rid of it. That's what this is. But that's the alias. That's just a nickname. That's just, yeah, that's some shit you know. You can relate that to this. You can relate that FBA to this copper-colored indigenous. Big salute to the chat. Wanted to throw that out there just because I saw my homie FBA Kush Boy 420 in the chat. And the downloads are so rapid now, I can't even control them. It is what it is. I mean, I remember back in the day, I would get all these thoughts. I would get these downloads. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't understand it. And I would ignore them. You know what I'm saying? I would speak to a certain I would speak to what felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I would speak to whatever downloads felt comfortable, and everything else I would somewhat ignore. And it would end up in music. It would end up in my rhymes. It would end up on the beat. It would end up somewhere. I might be talking to my daughter, um, or talking to my old lady, or talking to whoever, and these downloads would come out. And my daughters and them, they sit there and listen to me talk for hours, right? They listen to me talk for hours, the same way I talk to y'all, but with wisdom and being able to acknowledge exactly what these is. This shit is like a rapid fire. It's like them shits be coming. I can't even control it. You know what I'm saying? I can't control it. And I gotta get it out. You know what I mean? I seen homie in the chat. He was like, yo, you need a TV show. You just be going, oh, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not scripted. We over 60,000 subscribers, not one script. Not one time I got up here with some type of script to give y'all. The dog fur wants to disarm us, to re-enslave us. But the difference is it's it's more than color now. It's classism. So now that it is strictly classism, right? It's a lot of white people that's living at the poverty line or below the poverty line. It's a lot of dog fur having people that thought they was a part of that group. Y'all thought y'all was down with the club, but the upper echelon look at y'all just like they look at us. They are willing to enslave y'all. If they can get these guns out of America, they will enslave y'all the same way they tried to enslave us. You will have to fight and die behind this. That's the only difference. Back in the day, right, when we so-called ended slavery, you remember that? You remember when they ended slavery. My people went out and started building communities, building cities, building thriving communities, right? All over America, we instantly started building communities. The one thing I noticed that we didn't have in Utica Village, in Rosewood in Florida, Lake Lanier out there in the Carolinas, right? Black Wall Street. The one thing in common that none of our black communities had was weapons. We might have had a couple of guns, but we didn't have no artillery. We might have had a couple of little 357s, little 38 right here, little revolver, but we didn't have no artillery. And guess what the dog fur did? They raided our communities. They murdered our people, and they burned down our whole cities, everything, all our homes, all our generational wealth, all the hospitals we owned, all the banks we owned, all the theaters we owned, everything, all the grocery stores we owned, all that shit. Because we were defenseless, they burned it all down. Well, guess what? We got artillery now. Guess what? We strapped up now. And guess what? It ain't a bill you could pass to stop this. It ain't a bill. I wouldn't give a man. You motherfucker really believe y'all could go in there and change a bill and stop this? Y'all really think we would allow y'all to make us defenseless again so y'all could come in and burn our shit down and ravage our situations like y'all did our communities back in the day? It'd never happen. It'd never happen, bro. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Think about that. Oh, if you guys are the kings and queens, how did they take over you guys? How did they enslave you guys? Because they had guns and we didn't. They had artillery and we didn't. Ain't so much fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? All those communities, the only thing they had in common is that they ain't had no motherfucking guns. Big salute to the chat. Run them lights up, man. We ain't staying much long. About to get up out of here, man. I got some shit. I'm tired, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I'm an old man, and this topic and these downloads have been delivered. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't planning on staying all night. Big salute to the chat. Let me see what y'all saying. Pensacola, yeah, I heard. I know Rosewood was in Florida, but you know what's crazy about Florida? I'm learning a lot about the black towns and I saw something. Hey Scott, I saw something. I can't think of the dude's name, but it was a black man that owned a bunch of land. And I seen a story recently how they came on his land, killed him. He had like 500 acres of some wild shit. They took it, divided it up. It was mad black activity, copper color activity. My bad, copper color indigenous activity all throughout Florida. But what you got for me? Hold on, Scott. Yeah, what you got for me, Scott? I'm with you. Give me some game, baby. All we do, like I said, it's a classism thing now. So if you ain't worth 100 million, if you ain't worth 50 million, if you ain't worth 40 million, and you got that dog fur, they don't look at y'all as them. They look at y'all as us. It's a whole different day and age now. That's why I say it'll be a unified front. You better believe it. In the 1800s, Pensacola, Florida was not sure of an exact date. In the 1800s, Pensacola, Florida, not sure of an exact date. What you mean, Scott? You know about Florida. Go. Elaborate on that, Scott. Back in them day, it was a very small amount of dog fur that was riding with black people. You had the Underground Railroad. You had all these things, right? But now it is a whole nother situation that most people don't even tap into because at the surface, you see, oh, it's going to be a race war. You see the propaganda. You see the false narrative, right? They don't want you to really know how unified we really are. Oh yeah. Even the most racist white man, he'll look around and try to link up with some niggas before he link up with the chinks or these people or the Latinos or the Mexicanos. Oh no, he don't want to get with the Jewish man. He don't want to get with them. He'll look around and see some niggas and be like, yo. Again, the only difference is we have artillery. We are not, it ain't back in the day. This ain't Sambo. We'll link up with you on the better good of this land. They always make y'all think it's a war or it's a beef, and it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of racism. It's a lot of that, what Shorty was talking about. But they don't really want you to know the other side of that unified front that's there. It's there. Just like I told y'all yesterday, they don't want you to tap into the love. The love is what's most dangerous. The unity, the unity amongst black people, the unity amongst black men and black women, the love that we have amongst us for the black woman and for the black man in a nuclear family in the black community is dangerous. That's what they scared of. Also, the unity amongst, real Europeans that believe they are Americans, real dog fur Caucasoid Neanderthals that stand on the American Constitution. They know who the copper colored indigenous is. And it's a real but before y'all get a gun, before y'all get any, boy, you know what'd happen if they really was to issue martial law? You know why they don't issue martial law? Because it ain't gonna be too many cities y'all gonna invade with these soldiers, and we ain't about to stand on Benny. We ain't about to use this artillery we got. We'll get the blasting on their ass. They can't fuck with us. They cannot fuck with us. Yo, bro, on American soil. The government can't rock with it. They'll have to nuke this whole shit. They'll have to restart everything. Hey, salute. Hey, look. What? Oh, it's gonna be martial law. Okay, let's see. You think if they couldn't use martial law and really take over, they wouldn't have already used the martial law? Let's see. Send them people out here. Send a SWAT team out here. Let's see what they do. Let's see what's up. Like we ain't got hand grenades and all that in the South. Yeah, New York City, I know y'all don't know about this, but down south where I'm from, man, listen, we got all kind of shit out there in them country. All kind of shit. Yeah, motherfucker blow a tank up. We'll flip that motherfucking tank over. Boom! Yeah. New York City, let me give you, let me let y'all in on a little secret. Let me let y'all in on a little secret, New York City. While we here, I'm just talking now. We got something down here called gun shows, New York City. They call them gun shows, where they'll have a whole goddamn warehouse full of all kind of guns. I'm talking goddamn knives, guns, bombs, C4, whatever you, listen to me. Whatever you could think of. I'm talking AR pistols, sawed-off shotguns, automatic shotgun. Man, listen to me, man. So when I tell you, motherfucker got hand grenades, motherfucker got rocket launchers, motherfucker got all kinds. When I tell you we got that, oh, we got it. Oh, I'm talking goddamn an Amazon warehouse full of guns. It's called a gun show. And all you got to do is have a valid ID. And you can walk in there and buy all kind of shit, all kind of bullets, guns, rifles, everything. Everything is in there. It's all goddamn hand grenades. Everything is in there. New York City, I'm trying to tell you what we doing down here. Here, New York City, down here. Shit. They're gonna send in the National Guard. We'll flip one of your goddamn tanks or boom. Salute. Give it time. We got everything via in present. Attention span is real. Yeah, no doubt. Arizona is almost, we have guns in every room. Yeah. But who you know gonna get on this algorithm and tell you about this? Oh, they're changing the. Hey, you should have seen everybody in my DM. GMB, yo, they changing the gun laws, man. What are you gonna do? You're from Virginia. It's too late. It's too late, man. Go to one of them gun shows. You will see motherfucker walking out that bitch with shoulders full of AR pistols and all kind of shotguns and shit. Motherfucker got 18 guns on his shoulder. Big white boy. You go down to Florida, you see a whole bunch of niggas with dreads and wicks
They got the wicks, the motherfucker walking out these warehouses with 14 nigga. He got 5 guns, he got 8 guns, motherfucker, big ass bag full of bullets, all kind of rations and shit in case you need to eat rations. That's what we do down here in the South. Our government is so wicked. It's such a tyrant government, right? If they could have ever overthrown the American citizen and disarmed us, they would have did that shit 20 years ago. They would have railroaded the American citizen 35 years ago. They have never gotten in a position where they can clearly see that they can get them guns about it. They ain't no way. It's too many guns, brother. We got so much armory. The goddamn National Guard, the martial law. Them motherfucker, man, we'll lay everybody ass down. Take all they bulletproof vests and have their ass laid down. Flip one of them goddamn tanks over with one of these grenades. Boom! Yeah, all right. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You can't talk enough. That's what you don't understand. It ain't about talking too much. You can't talk enough. At this point, you can't talk enough. Let me give y'all some game too, right? Because a lot of people be in it. Yo, this ain't the Black Panther Party. This ain't a time where you need to be incognito and we need to have secret meetings and don't say too much on YouTube and don't tell the people too much. Nah, it's a total 360. We in a time right now where you need to let them know. They watching. Oh, they lurking. They in the background. They in the chat. They watching. And they need to know exactly who they dealing with. That's deep, right? Let's go a little deeper. Most of the children and most of the people that come up missing in America, they do their due diligence on them, and they really only snatch up certain people that they know. They parents, they do their due diligence. Oh, these guys are a runaway. Nobody's looking for them. Nobody's watching them. Nobody cares. And then they snatch your ass up and take your organs, or they snatch your ass up and send you somewhere for sex trafficking or human trafficking. But when they know this little kid has a father that is going to do something, this little kid has a family that's very aware. That's why you ain't never really had no problems with that. That's why ain't nobody tried to throw you in the back of a van. That's why you never went missing, because they listen to the phone calls. They listen. They pay attention. And they heard your daddy saying, man, if somebody ever did that to my family, nigga, what if somebody ever played with my daughter like that? You know what I'd do? They heard him say that. They know he is active. They know what he'll do. So when I get up here and I tell you what it is, I tell you what I'm willing to do, the extent I'm willing to go. They heard me. Trust me, they heard me. And they believe me. Because they know I'm not lying to y'all. So, I'm not, it ain't no beef, but I got a lot of people in the DM that say that to me as well. Yo, GMB, your word is powerful. I don't think you should say everything out loud because them people is watching, them people is listening. That's why I say it out loud, because I know they listening. This ain't 1958, nigga. This ain't a time to be incognito. This ain't a time to be trying to have secret meetings and all that. Nah. Put that shit right on the web. Say it. Say it. Say it with your chest, little homie. Make them believe you. Yo, GMB, you know what I'm saying? You talking too much. Nah, you ain't talking enough. That's the problem, homie. That's the issue. Half you niggas is over there with my son on the shelf in the shallow end, and then the other half of you niggas ain't talking enough. You got a channel, nigga. Start creating content. Cut your camera on. Let me know you doing something so I can check your content out. I'll come subscribe to your channel.
I support you. I support the movement. Let me see something. But you would tell me I'm talking to myself. See, yeah, when you really pushing the line, it's gonna be some niggas in the side like, yo, son, I think you don't think you should say that, yo. I'm scared to say that, so I don't think you should say that. When you pushing the line, it be them same hooligans that'll shoot somebody in the hood, but won't tell the dog fur that they got dog fur. Same hooligan. Yo, son, I don't think you should say that, man. Watch out, nigga. Watch out then. Get out the way. Yo, GMB. Yo. My mic is low. Let me see if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Yo, GMB, yo. Yo, son, you know what I'm saying? Yo, get out the way, man. Watch out. Watch out. Yeah, watch out, man. Don't try to stop me from doing what need to be done. Don't try to stop the downloads from downloading. Get your panties in a bunch and get out the way. Pull your skirt down, all right? Pull your little motherfucking Fashion Nova skirt down and get out the way. Can you do that? Can you do that for me, my G? Huh? Can you pull your fucking skirt down and get out the way? Appreciate that. My nigga, appreciate you. Yo, GMB, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why you don't talk to the people? Yo, watch out, watch out. Respectfully, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to disrespect you or nothing. I'm just saying, watch out. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to disrespect you or nothing like that. Niggas is scary. That's what's wrong with you. Yo, son, let's have a secret meeting. Me, you, in the home. We gonna sit. Nah, nigga, I ain't trying to do all that. I don't want to talk, nigga. I don't want to talk unless let's get on your channel, do some content. Let me see you about that. Maybe we can have a conversation. You already know I'm about that. You already know. That's why you over here. You ain't never heard nobody tell the dog fur they got dog fur and then explain to them why it's dog fur. Look them right in the face and tell them it's dog fur. That's why I smell like a goddamn SPCA. You ain't never seen nobody had a dog fur in a frenzy the way I be having them in a frenzy about them goddamn dog fur, them mouth-to-mouth kisses and all that. Swapping spit with that motherfucking canine. Kissing that motherfucking, yeah, right in the mouth. You ain't never seen nobody show them. I'm talking white women. Mouth to mouth with that motherfucking dog. Yeah. We ain't the same, homie. I don't have that kind of energy towards my people. I got that kind of energy towards them. That's the difference between me and you. That's the difference between me and you. I don't, when I see that copper colored melanin, I don't feel no anger. I don't feel no rage. I don't feel that. I feel the opposite. When I see that copper colored melanin, when I see that black woman, I see the opposite. I want to protect that. I want you to know that motherfucker, yeah, that ain't nappy. It's coarse. It's curly. That ain't good hair. That what you got is good hair. That ain't good hair. That's dog fur. When you see the melanin, you want to shoot it. You want to kill it. I know for a fact, if I would have went to prison for 13 years, 18 years, 5 years, it wouldn't have took me 2 years to get to fighting with the COs and all that. It ain't but so many times you gonna be talking about spread your cheeks and drop your nuts before I'm gonna go in your mouth and you gonna have to put me in a solitary confinement. You gonna have to put me in a hole. I would have spent the majority of my time in the hole because I ain't spreading no ass cheeks, nigga. I'd rather fight. I'd rather fight you then. I'd rather y'all mace me. I'd rather y'all put mace all on me. We not the same, homie.
Yo, GMB, show you I'm telling you, be like, yo, don't say nothing, yo.
Man, watch out, man. Watch your mouth, nigga. Watch your mouth, man. Yeah, these niggas ain't fight the CO one time. Nigga known you for 18 years. Had you spreading your cheeks. 18 years. You ain't did nothing. You ain't swing a punch. You ain't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna swing on you today. And the CEO say, what happened to you? Was yo, I'm sorry, but I'm just fed up. You know, every time you see me, you know I'm not doing nothing. I just want to go see my mother and see my wife for my visit. And you got the, I mean, how many more times you just gonna look at my ass, man? How many more times is you gonna get me to spread my motherfucking cheeks, man? How what possibly could I come on, man? What you think I'm gonna fight you, man? We gonna have to fight the end of the day. Yeah, put me in a hold in. Tell my goddamn people, I don't come back to visit. I'm gonna be in the hole for the next 5 years because I ain't coming out the hole. And you know what one of them guards would have said? You know what, GMB, you got it, man. I trust you. Go ahead and see your people, man. Do you understand that? That guard would have got to that guard would have said, man, you been in here for 5 years, GMB. You been stand up solid the whole time. I ain't never had no issue with you. The people told me you don't even smoke weed because you ain't gonna stuff nothing in your rectum. I already know you ain't boofing nothing. Go ahead and see your people, man. You ain't got to squat. Yeah, I don't want to see your ass no more. You ain't got to spread your ass no more. Cause you good. Go ahead to visit, man. But y'all won't even press a line to see. You wouldn't even press a line to see. The man would have stopped checking your ass 5 years ago. The man would have stopped making you spread your ass cheeks 5 years ago. But word in the prison is you've been boofing. Yeah, yeah. Word in the prison is you've been boofing them goddamn K2 ounces, stuffing them in your ass and all. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't let you go. I can't let you go to visitation. Word in the goddamn prison is you've been buffing your asshole with them K2 cartridges. Yeah, I got to check you. Go ahead and cop a squat. Go ahead, bend it over. Spread, cough, lift. Everything good? You got it. I know it. I know you don't like it. I don't mind getting it to you raw, man. Salute to the chat. Yeah, we gonna get on up out of here, man. Yeah, you boofing. Compliment going to the moon. Yeah, nobody ain't been to that moon, man. Respectfully. Hey, ain't nobody been to that moon, brother. I listen. I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. I don't mind bursting your bubble. But ain't nobody been to that moon, man. You know what I was thinking about the other day, Mr. Universe? Check this out. You know how on the moon they got all of those those comets and all of those debris is always hitting the moon. They got all those little you know um impact marks, craters. It's impact marks all over the moon, right? You ever notice that anytime they in space, it ain't never no goddamn craters flying around. It ain't never no comets flying around. It ain't never nothing flying at the moon. Anytime they in space, they just go up there in the perfect time where now it's thousands of impact marks all over the moon. I mean, them motherfucking them rocks just be attacking the moon, man. You never thought it was weird that they go up there and they ain't dodging comets? Just random pieces of debris flying all over the place. Let's go a little bit deeper, Mr. Universe. You know how much space junk circles and orbits the Earth? Think about this. You know what? How about let me find a receipt. Big salute to the chat. I'm gonna keep this one up. That's the dog fur eating them out. I will never take the dog fur down from eating locking lips with those dogs. I'm gonna keep that one up. But let's go right here, right? This is a download that came to me the other day that I wasn't able to speak on, but I want to show y'all something. Boom. Here we go. All right. Beautiful. This is beautiful. All right, let me do some numbers on this. Okay. There is millions of pieces of human generated space debris, right? Inactive satellites, rocket parts, and paint flecks, right? Orbiting the Earth at thousands of miles per hour, hundreds and thousands of miles per hour, right? Hold on, let me make sure because I don't want this to die while I'm doing this because I want to get this point across. Mr. Universe, I want you to follow me on this. Right? Orbit the Earth at speeds up to 18,000 miles per hour. Okay? Millions of pieces of human generated space debris, including inactive satellites, rocket parts, and paint flecks, orbit the Earth at speeds of 18,000 miles per hour. Right? And I want to show y'all what it looked like. Let's get one up here. Now look at this. Mr. Universe, look at this. Look. This is what it looked like. Thousands of space debris, satellites, rocket parts, paint chips. This is what they say is circling the Earth. Look, hold on. Look. This is what they say it looked like. Millions of pieces of human generated space debris, including inactive satellites, rocket parts, and paint flecks, orbit the Earth at speeds up to 18,000 miles per hour. Right? And here's what it looks like again. I want you to look now. This is what it looks like. Look. So, if that's the case, right? Y'all don't think it's weird that these space ships fly out the space and they don't get hit by none of this space debris? Thousands of pieces of rockets and satellites, etc. And these pieces of equipment are flying around at a speed up to 18,000 miles per hour. That means a piece of space debris the size of a football would, I'm talking, blow a spacecraft out the motherfucking sky, man. A piece of space debris the size of a tennis ball would be extremely dangerous at 18,000 miles per hour. And these people just coming in and out of orbit without getting hit by none of this debris. Again, right? You let a liar talk long enough, he'll tell on himself. They said that all this debris is circling the Earth. At the same time, they telling us they flying through this shit. They flying through the motherfucking debris that's going 18,000 miles per hour. They ain't had no problems. We ain't never heard a spaceship just even get scratched with the debris. Oh, the spaceship was grazed with a piece of space debris. It was a long lost satellite grazed the spaceship and everything's okay. So a goddamn spaceship ain't been touched with none of this debris. Motherfucker, these people so diabolical, they done already started littering in space. These motherfuckers, the dog fur so diabolical. They done started littering in space all goddamn. They just left this shit in space. Fuck it. We trying to get to Mars, but all this space debris just flying around and shit. Just useless pieces of metal just flying around in space for no goddamn reason. And the dog fur just left it out there. Fuck it, it's space debris. Name it space debris. Yeah. We're gonna name it space debris, and it's flying around the Earth. It's orbiting, and we're not gonna clean it. We're gonna go to Mars and make it a better place. And you can't even get the damn space litter. You littering in space. We need to do something to you, motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. We need to do something. I think the Most High is looking down on us copper-colored indigenous people and saying, I told y'all to take the land, man. Look what y'all letting these goddamn people do all the way out and out in space, littering in the goddamn universe. Do something about it. That's what I feel that the ancestors is telling me. I feel that they telling me that we need to, man, ain't no goddamn way we need to be letting y'all litter in outer space. White people, your ass littering in outer space. You can't clean the oceans. You can't goddamn figure out how to clean up the trash on the earth. You got all the plastic floating around the goddamn ocean, killing the whales and killing the goddamn dolphins. And now you want us to believe y'all in space with all this litter flying around. You don't talk about the goddamn litter. Y'all got all this trash flying around the goddamn earth. Oh, we're on the other side of the moon, and this is a picture of space. Look at this picture of Earth from the other side of the moon. Well, where are the goddamn space debris in those pictures that y'all was taking? I didn't see one piece of space debris. Yes, you're taking pictures in 4K, HD. You got the biggest goddamn camera in the world. You're taking pictures from behind the moon, and look at these pictures of the Earth. And I ain't seen one goddamn satellite orbit. Man, come on, man. If you believe them people went out there, then I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm gonna let you believe what you want to believe, man. Oh, what about the copper-colored man that was on the moon? He didn't go. He didn't go to the moon, bro. Yeah, he didn't go to the moon. He ain't going out there. They was in Atlanta at Tyler Perry Studios, popping pussy and drinking and smoking. They was out there with Tyler Perry on that 600-acre land out there in Atlanta, popping man pussy and handling business. Yeah. Yeah, the earth is big, man, but come on, man. Come on, man. Motherfucker just miss. So is the earth just big? The motherfucker just missing satellites. Is mind you, listen to me. Those pieces of metal is flying at over 18,000 miles per hour. That's what the dog fur told you. 18,000, not 1,800, not 800. 18,000 miles per hour. Can you imagine how fast that is, Mr. Universe? Yeah, your name, Mr. Universe. Can you imagine how fast 18,000 miles is per hour? Oh, bitch. There ain't no getting around that, Mr. Universe. I wouldn't give a damn how big the earth is. Yeah, it's gonna hit one of those satellites. One of them satellites, yeah, it's gonna get in the car crash. Yeah, it's gonna get in the car crash, man. Yeah. You ain't just flying in and out of orbit without getting a goddamn car crash, man. So you mean to tell me we ain't never had one car crash with an orbit where they done went up there and blew up? Yeah, them people lying. They out there with Tyler Perry, popping man pussy out there with Tyler Perry. That's what that man was doing. That's why they put that black man on the. Listen to me. That's why they put that. That's why they put that copper-colored man on the spaceship. Tyler Perry requested him. Yeah. Tyler Perry said, "We can't do it unless you put me a copper-colored, bald-headed man on that spaceship, and we can do it. Make that. You can use the studio where we gonna pop pussy, but we need one bald-headed, and he was bald-headed in the motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, he was bald-headed. Yeah, yeah. Tyler Perry made the request. Oh, these are the pictures of the Earth from the back of the moon, the backside of the moon. You know they say it's all kind of goddamn uh old buildings and shit, and like all kind of like space laboratories on the back of the moon that's back there. Yeah, I heard about that. I believe that. Yeah, make sure he's bald headed. Let me find a picture of this nigga, man. That nigga. Let me find a pill up. Let's see. I can't even think of the. I can't even think of this shit. Salute to the chat. It's 3 in the morning. I'm about to get up out of here, cuz. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I doubt it, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I would literally have to see this shit with my own eyes to really believe we was out space, man. That's why I think we need. Really believe we supposed to be doing something to y'all. All this goddamn money, all this tax money y'all giving to NASA, all this tax money y'all giving to NASA, all this tax money y'all paying to the military, and we don't y'all can't recreate. Y'all, man, come on, man. Them people just told you they can't recreate the space moon trip. The people just told the man said we can't even figure out how to get back to the moon, man. All the technology we had to get back to the moon, we lost it. And then they do this fake ass shit to the moon, and everybody, oh, we were just on the moon. Yeah, right. Yeah, man, you gotta know, man. You think the dog fur wouldn't already started goddamn building shit on the moon? If we could get to the moon, you think the dog fur wouldn't have started already destroying that motherfucker? White people be on that motherfucker doing all kind of shit, buying land. Motherfucker, wait, look, you think if we couldn't get to the moon, white people wouldn't already been buying up acres? Oh, I got 14 acres of dirt, moon crust. I just bought 35 acres of moon crust and I own it. It's mine. Yeah. Oh, I just bought 45 acres of moon crust on the front side of the moon. You think they wouldn't have already been dividing? White people, man, they come on, man. We've been around them too long, man, to not know they mannerisms. Oh, we're going to. So you think we really would have went to the moon and just looked at it? Or we're just gonna look at it, take some pictures, look at the moon. You know, we're gonna go back. Yeah, right. The motherfucker would have been, yeah, they would have been chopping goddamn moon crust already. Been 40, we wouldn't even been able to get no moon crust. They would have already chopped up the goddamn moon with moon. The motherfucker got 135 acres of moon crust. He got 85 acres of moon crust. He got 4,000 acres of moon crust. We wouldn't even be able to get no goddamn moon crust. He must really believe we went and looked at the moon, took some pictures, and that, no, man, white people can't do that. They wouldn't be able to do that. If them people back in the day, what's his name, Louis Armstrong, if he really would have went to the moon and really gotten stood on that motherfucker, man, they would have chopped up 45 acres of moon crust and claimed it too, and would have been telling the motherfucking people it's theirs. Oh, I own it. Talking about the moon? Yeah. I'm talking about the moon. The moon in the sky. I got 45 acres of moon crust. I'm about to start developing the goddamn crust. And as soon as we go back up there, I'm going to develop the crust. You really believe if the dog fur could get out of this firmament, out the way of the sun, you think the dog, man, that motherfucker would have all been shit. We wouldn't have been able to, we wouldn't have been able to stop their ass from flying up to that goddamn moon. What happened to Billy? Oh, Billy paid for a flight to the moon. He has 12 acres of moon crust. He's going to start developing. Oh wow, we wouldn't be able to stop it. Well, we would. It would 2 years. All the dog fur would have been on the moon. We would have been looking up at the moon at night, like, look all what's going on, smoking shit going on up there. You see all that goddamn smoke coming off the moon up there? Man, all that goddamn dirt. What's going on? They would have started building all kind of shit on the moon, and then we could have started rehabiting the earth. Goddamn habiting the earth. 24 months, the earth would have been healthy than a motherfucker. We done cleaned out all the oceans. We done cleaned out. We start growing more trees. All the trees white people done cut down. We done start growing the Amazon back. The rainforest, we growing the rainforest back. We done started regrowing the food without the pesticides on it. All regrowing all the goddamn vegetables, all fresh organic vegetables. Shit, 24 months we had this bitch look, man, shit. That same 24 months, they would have had the moon so goddamn polluted, they've been trying to come back to Earth. What happened to your 13? I thought you had 14 acres of moon crust. Oh, the moon crust has been polluted. We didn't had an oil spill. We didn't spilled oil all over that motherfucker. Some of the gasoline, we didn't spilt it in the crust. The moon is no good. 24 months, I'm sorry. Them dog fur people be trying to come back. Oh, I had 25 acres of moon crust, and we had an oil spill. Yeah. These motherfuckers be literally spilling oil in our oceans. These motherfuckers will go in the ocean, drill a hole, right? And then just spill thousands of tons of oil in the goddamn water, man. White people do this shit, man. Respectfully, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Hit the subscribe button, man. Let me get 10 subscribers in here. National trying to send your ass to goddamn Mercury. We send your ass to Mars. Yeah, we want to send your ass to Mars. I hope y'all figure out how to get to Mars as fast as possible. I pray every day that y'all figure it out. You, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, George Bush. I pray that y'all figure it out how to get to Mars so y'all can get on the spaceship, right? That y'all say y'all be on, and we could get to loading y'all asses up and sending your ass to Mars, to the red planet. Yeah, send your ass to the red planet. You know what I'm saying? It's further away from the sun. You ain't got to worry about the sun killing you. You ain't got to worry about sunburn. You know, so y'all can fuck that planet up, and then we can deny y'all access back to this planet. Yeah, you can't come back. Yeah, one-way flight, one-way ticket. We get your ass to Mars, ain't no coming back, and we gonna make sure of it. Yeah, oh yeah, we make sure. We make sure your ass stay right where you at. Yeah, ain't no coming back, man. Cause see, the problem is once you get to Mars, that's the red planet. So you gonna start getting that red, that tannish, that red tan to you. These ain't the Caucasoid people we remember. You can't come back here, man. You a goddamn alien. Yeah, we can't let you back in this. Yeah. The Most High said we can't let you back in the firmament. We let you out. We let you go to Mars. The Most High opened the firmament for you. Let you go to Mars. We gonna close that firmament back up. Your ass can't come back. We don't want you back. Yeah. We don't want none of the dog fur down here. You take your goddamn dog with you. Take your Lassie. Take your golden retriever. Take your Shih Tzus and your poodles. Take all that goddamn dog fur with you. You can leave the cat. We can keep the cats down here with us. But the dogs, we send all the goddamn pit bulls, American bullies, Great Danes. Send all the goddamn dog fur with you. Take it, go to Mars. I pray to the Most High that Elon Musk, I pray that he figure out how to get your motherfucking ass up out the firmament. I know it. Big salute to the chat. We can get to about 700. Nah, it'd be about 600. See where we at. We at about 16,000. I'm about to get up out of here. Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah. Those are the kind. Hey, look, Fly Gemini, I'm just giving y'all. Those is the dreams I have. I have very lucid dreams. And sometimes I dream that the dog fur made their way to the moon or to Mars. And I have dreams where I watch them go and I wave to them. Go ahead and get on up out of here. Go ahead and get on up out of here. And they be yelling back, bye, GMB TV. We love you, man. Tell them, yes. Go on up out of here. And then I talk to the Most High, close the firmament, Lord. Lord Jesus. Oh, assalamu alaikum. Close the firmament, Lord. Close that motherfucking firmament up. I know it's closed. And I know the world gonna be a much better place. It wouldn't take 24 months. We'll have this motherfucker moving. Boy, we had such clean air, such pure water. The reefer be back good. The weed, the Zaza, we get back to that good reefer. We be done got rid of that bullshit. A man can dream, can't he, Fly Gemini? You know what I mean, Mr. Universe? A man can have a dream, can he? It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and Heavy D up in a limousine. A man can dream, can he? Yeah, man. Yeah, they done ruined the motherfucking weed, man. I ain't smoke. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing before I get up out of here. I'm gonna give y'all a story, right? It was one of the first times I realized that the dog fur was a cancer. That the dog fur was destroying this beautiful thing of ours that we got here called planet Earth. I'm gonna give you a story, right? I was about 20. I was about maybe 24, right? 24, 25, right? Young G and BTV. And I was dating this girl. I ain't gonna say her name, but I was dating this girl. She was from Martinsville, Virginia, but she stayed in the 757. She was in the military, right? So one time, um, she's like, yo, come with me to Martinsville. This is when Boosie Badass, it was uh IEDNDDP. Do you know what that means? She got her own house. She got her own car. Work hard. Good Lord. That song was out, right? And we was gonna go to Myrtle Beach. But anyway, we go to Martinsville, Virginia, right? Country, backwood type of shit. This shit is super country. And we go to like her uncle house or it was like her grandfather's house, right? And it's a cookout going on. And I go to the front of the house. and it's an old guy on the porch. And this guy was like 97 years old. He was super old, right? And he's on the porch. I can't remember what happened, why I ended up talking to him. But me and him, I ended up saying something to him. We ended up chopping it up, right? We on the porch, we talking. This is the first time I heard the word moderation. You know, I was like 24, 25. I had never heard somebody use that word in a sense. I don't know, right? But anyway, so me and him talking, and I get his age. He tell me he's 97 years old. Now, mind you, he's like walking around. He's like regular and shit, but he's 97. And I'm like, man, how did you get, like, what did you do? You see somebody that old, you ask him, what's the secret, right? So I asked him, like, what's the secret? You know what I'm saying? How did you get this old and be this vibrant, right? And he says to me, he says, young man, your generation doesn't know how to do things in moderation. Moderation. He's like, yeah, in small portions. He said, you want to live this long, young man, do everything in moderations. Moderations. I'm like, okay. He says, now mind you, watch this. He says, I have 2 shots of cognac, a cigarette, and a joint. And I've been doing, he said, I was doing that my whole life. He was he was like, I just stopped smoking cigarettes maybe like 10 years ago or some shit. 20 years ago. But he said he had 2 shots of cognac and a joint his whole life. But he used to smoke cigarettes. So this where I'm going. Watch this. I'm like, damn, you used to smoke cigarettes. He was like, young man, when I was a kid, my grandparents smoked cigarettes, tobacco, all the way up, and they all lived to be like 106, 108. He was 97. I guarantee, I knew for a fact, I could tell he was gonna live for another at least 5 to 9, between 9 and 5. He was gonna at least hit like 104, guaranteed, right? He said he watched his grandparents and his mothers, his grandparents and his parents all smoked cigarettes all the way up until they passed away. 104, 100, and I'm saying, how is that possible? People die from cancer, from cigarettes. And he says to me, and I never forgot this. This is the I'm gonna land right here. He says to me, the tobacco never caused the people that he grew up with cancer, and they never died from it, and they smoked it every day. It only started causing cancer when them people got their hands on it. Now, me and you, we all equate cigarettes with the C word, the cancers. We equate cigarettes with cancer. The tobacco was even good before them people put their hands on it. The tobacco wasn't dangerous until that dog fur got their hands on it. And I always remembered that. Again, this dude was 97 years old. I sat on once I started talking to him, he lit up a joint with me. I smoked it with him. He was drink. I'm not big on drinking, but he was drinking his little shots and all that. And I never, to this day, I never forgot that conversation. He probably been gone. Moderation. That's how I learned how to eat with moderation. That was the beginning stages of me learning, like, you ain't supposed to eat 3 times a day. Everything need to be in moderation. If you're gonna smoke, it need to be in moderation. If you drink, it's gonna eat it. Whatever you do, even eating this food, it need to be bit by bit. You can't gorge this shit. You can't um overdo even eating the fruit or the food, because there's so much shit in it. Them people got their hands in it, that if you overeat the food, if you overdo anything, you die. I say that to say cigarettes wasn't even bad, because he was like, he grew up, he never really, he always rolled his own tobacco. So imagine this: tobacco grows from the earth. Tobacco is given to us by Mother Nature. It is a plant. It grows through photosynthesis. The sun, photosynthesis, it grows from the dirt. All they do is dry it out, take the leaf, put it in the sun, let it dry, break it up, smoke it. They live to 108 years old. The dog fur sees that we smoke that, what we do with that, they get it, they add rat poison, nicotine, and all bunch of other shit, roll it up, put it in a pack, give it to you. Now you can't live over 60 if you smoke it. Your dog fur destroys everything they touch, bro. If we can get your ass to Mars, dear Lord, listen. If you could just safely open the firmament and let they asses go where they want to go, please, Lord, I would listen to me, Lord. Just you gotta be careful what you ask for. Don't tell them to open the firmament unless you tell them to do it safely. Yeah, you gotta make sure you say safely, please. Motherfuckers just open that firmament. Everybody, yeah, we gonna have a flood. We don't want that. Just safely open the firmament so they can go where they want to go. The goddamn tobacco was good. Never forgot that. Again, I correlate tobacco with cancer danger. No good. The tobacco was even good. They gave tobacco a goddamn bad name. Dog fur gave tobacco a bad. Tobacco wasn't bad, man. Tobacco was good. Dog fur, touch it. We've been spitting on tobacco for a long time. We don't like tobacco. But you smoke cigarette? Get your motherfucking ass. You can't smoke cigarettes in my house. I don't want you to smell like cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes, me and you probably ain't gonna be close. I can't stand the smell of it. It ain't the tobacco I can't stand the smell of. It's all the poison they put in it. That's what stink. The rat poison. All that extra bullshit. That's the shit that stink. The formaldehyde. The embalming fluid. All that motherfucking shit they stuffing in them cigarettes. Oh, you can't get around me smoking cigarette. Your clothes stink. Yeah, get your ass up out of here. Salute to that old man, man. He was in Martinsville, Virginia, in a rocking chair. Word. It's crazy how you live on, right? You live on in the memory. Your memory lives on in the minds of others. You know what I'm saying? Because shit was years ago. It had to be well over 20 some years ago. I was like 24, 25, real young GMB. He said, your generation don't know how to do nothing in moderation. You're smoking all back to back, you're drinking back to back, everything you buy, you people, you gotta do it in moderation. I said, moderation. Yeah, little bit by little, everything in moderation. Everything in and I always carried that with me. Everything in moderation. Everything. Everything in small doses. Big salute to the chat. 3:30 a.m. You know, it's a pleasure rocking with y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button when y'all get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button if you have not done that. We running these numbers up. We doing what we do. Big salute to the chat. God on the week. Yeah, man, I seen that. I'm gonna get up out of here, but I seen that, my G. The grabber. I'm too old, man. I remember seeing Zip do that. That's how I got put on to that shit. I didn't know nothing about that until I saw the homie Zip do that. Putting that tobacco in the weed and all that. Yeah. Nasty work. Everything is poisoned. Everything, the air is poisoned. We breathing in metals. Those chemtrails and all that, we breathing that shit in. We don't even recognize it no more. It's normal. We just breathe it in, and year over year, that shit just piles up into your system. Metals. Mm. Big salute to the chat, man. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You already know. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, and you know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick, into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'm giving you this game straight raw, my G. Pure dope. We ain't water whipping it. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope. We ain't counter whipping this dope. Straight off the brick into the bottles. More nothing less, man. Big salute to my big wrenches. Mr. Universe Fly Gemini. I thought it was a cover. Mr. FBA Kush Boy 420. Big salute. We got a gang of blue wrenches, man. We good for right now, but big salute to y'all. You already know. Like I said, man, I got big plans. I got real big plans for when we hit 100,000, man. I already cleaned out one of my spare rooms, and I'm piecing together everything I'm gonna need. My microphone, the setup, the what I'm gonna do for the backdrop. I'm piecing it all together. We still got some time to get that 100,000. But I can't wait for that plaque so that I could get that spare room set up nice and neat. It's gonna be fire. And yeah, man, let's keep going. GNB Army stand up. I like that. GNB Army. Mm, mm. I like that. It's the universe, man. Big salute to you. All right. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? I suggest you tap in. Okay.